Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls across the globe, the millions gathering in. It's Content Roulette. June 13th is 2020, and we've got a good one for you today. We have got a good one. Some incredible streamers ready to go. Some less ready to go, but nonetheless here, at least in theory. Thank you for those people hitting that host, that raid coming in right now. Appreciate it, guys. And welcome everyone in chat, hanging out, getting ready to support their favorite streamers as they push, as they fight for today's victory in Content Roulette. You're right, of course I let the whole thing go through. And chat, joining in with them, already in progress. The team is all here. Let's join in and hear what they're talking about right this second. Bam.
It's a pretty physical game.
Yeah.
See?
Otherwise it would absolutely be playing like every RPG on a DDR pad, and it'd be great.
Full contact DDR. Let's go.
This is absolutely all these things. Very true. Full contact DDR. This is what we want to talk about coming in. Guys, welcome in to the show. Chat is here. They're excited. People may realize that Queen of Hearts is not yet on the screen. That's okay, guys. She's just sorting out some webcam issues, but she will be here as well. Thank you for that resub as well. Guys, let's talk rules very quickly before I start introductions for all these incredible, amazing people. We're in Content Roulette. Every Saturday, guys, 9 streamers facing off against one another where they're going to be discussing all sorts of different things, different content-related things determined by the Wheel of Content, as well as, of course, wherever they decide to take the conversation. And after that, though, at the end of each round, you, chat, decide who you want to keep and who you want to get rid of. You're going to be voting for who you want to see move on. At the end of each round, the winner will determine between the bottom 3 who they want to save, and then chat, you once again get to vote again and between the bottom 2 for who you want to save and thusly who you want to see leave as well. Guys, I know you're excited. Is everyone pretty excited to get this started?
Hell yeah.
There we go. That's the excitement I'm looking for.
I'm actually kind of pissed off that you didn't put the TV on the end of my name on your title.
You know why? It's because there's no room.
Yeah, how am I going to get lots of subs? No, dude, you're going to have to leave something else.
There's no room.
Put the full name in, bro.
Real
You're going to
talk.
go tier 3 sub to him, dude. Fuck it. Let's go.
You know whose fault this is? I'm going to blame, well, a few of you, but specifically Pastoroni and Rabbitsboro. You guys have such long names that I had to figure out where to cut letters. So Acid Train lost the underscore.
Call me Rabbit.
And Bald Brit lost
Everyone
the
calls
TV.
me Rabbit.
All right, we'll go with Rabbit. But before we talk to Rabbit, let's talk to him. He's angry. He's resentful. He's British, and he has TV at the end of his name. Everyone, please give it up for Bald Brit TV. Bald Brit TV. Give us an introduction.
Let's go.
Introduction. I'm not bald. As you can probably see, I've got some hair now. I stream lots of stuff. I pretty much abuse my viewers for money. And I drink a lot and do really breaking TOS shit on stream. So, if you want to see some really risque content and pathetic sellouts, then my stream's for you, pretty much.
That is all true. Of course, when he says breaking TOS, he means towing the line but staying well within because he's on my smiley face. Smiley face, everyone. Guys, the Bald Brit TV. Now, brand new to what I call my crew, my family. She's incredible. I've seen her doing both makeup as well as some dancing on stream. You already heard it. Call her only Rabbit. Guys, give it up for her, please and thank you. Rabbit.
Hey!
Rabbit, do you want to give a quick intro?
Sure. Originally Swedish, living in Oslo. I'm very new to streaming. I've been streaming for about 3 months. And I'm a variety streamer. I stream Twitch Sings, Just Dance, and Makeup on a regular basis. Outside of this, I do some other streams like Skyrim or Animal Crossing, or now Minecraft Dungeons is the latest, and some just chatting streams where I can cook or bake or just hang with my viewers.
That's very sick. Now, do you mind me asking? You said 3 months ago you got involved. What brought you to Twitch?
I got a stroke in mid-October, which turned my whole life around, and I've been on long-term sick leave since that. I was interested in YouTubing to begin with, but I don't know anything about how to video edit, and because of my stroke, processing new information, like learning new stuff, is it doesn't really work that well.
And
so
I can say from personal experience, editing is not as easy as you would think. People think it's like,
garbage.
Just click, and no, it's complex. So
incorrect.
Yeah. So then,
You see
my boyfriend has been active on Twitch for many years. He's not a streamer, but he watches a lot of streams.
awesome.
So I decided, like, okay, I'll play Skyrim. I haven't been gaming for years. Let's give it a try, and that's how it started.
Amazing. I love it. Rabbit, everybody. Our next competitor, our next contestant, you might want to call her Cricky. I guess that's what we should just call her. Cricky, everyone. I was going to say Crikey, and I totally choked on that. Damn it. Remember when I always used to call you Crikey? Okay. Used to call her Crikey, but now we found that her actual name is Cricky. Cricky, everyone. Cricky. Clap, clap, clap.
Hey.
Hey, well, I'm Cricky or Cricket, and call me whatever. I'll respond to Crikey though if you feel frisky. I'm a variety streamer. I do some Twitch sings. I do special effects, body painting, and that kind of stuff. I do Smite and a lot of different games. We also are involved in a lot of Dungeons and Dragons campaign stuff, and we also have a Call of Cthulhu campaign that we're involved with. So I do a lot of different stuff. Big variety.
Nice.
Of stuff. I'm also Twitch's residential 12-year-old lolly trap. So
Fact.
There it is.
I mean, depending on how you consider facts. Fact. Guys.
Yeah,
Cricky,
depending on how
everyone.
you look at facts.
That's a fact, yeah.
Cricky, aka Crikey, aka. Well, let's see how many times I messed that one up today. Good job.
Hey.
Guys, we had the pleasure of meeting this young lady through Twitch Sings. We then had the opportunity to follow her on Instagram, which was, I think, even more exciting. Guys, give it up for the one, the only. Where'd she go? There she is. Slushhead. Slushy, everyone.
Hey.
Woo! Let's go.
Yikes. Hi, I'm Slashhead or Slushy, whichever. I am currently on a break from streaming, but that's only because I've had to move to my parents' house and it's just an issue. But normally I am a game developer and artist, so a lot of my streams are like art content and all that fun stuff. And yeah, like lots of time stressing out over Unreal Engine because it sucks. But when I'm not doing that, like my streams are like sometimes Twitch Sings. I play a lot of shooter games and stuff. CS:GO. I'm gonna be playing Halo when my connection's better, that kind of thing. And go back to abusing viewers. I often refer to my viewers as simps. So please don't get offended by that.
Big simping, dude. Hell yeah.
We've already, as we already put out in one of the promo, your great quote. Your great quote, Slushy, and I love it.
I'm just here to expand my simp code.
And I also, side note, love the clouds on your wall. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
This is the first time I full screened you, and now I'm like, oh wow, those are really nice. Cool.
Thank you.
All right, guys. Next up, oops, that's not the right person. There we go. Next up, let's throw it in this direction. He is, in my opinion, possibly the best cam boy on all of Twitch.tv. He has an OnlyFans, and that's not even a meme. Guys, give it up. Empire.
Thank you. Hello.
I mean,
just woke up.
boo.
Yeah, boo. Fuck that guy's an idiot. Hi, I'm Empire, variety caster, kind of all over the place. Lately, I've been getting into a lot of VR games and a lot of sim racing. I do have an OnlyFans. I don't do anything on it. That's about it. That's the whole. I've done like a couple things.
I feel like
You
your
do it
Instagram is like pre-set up to be an OnlyFans, quite frankly.
It is.
Like,
yeah,
I
no,
gotta
I've
be
been working
honest.
on that.
I gotta tell you, there's not many. Like when I'm scrolling through Instagram, there's not many that make me blush. Empire, whew, I blush sometimes. I blush.
Next meetup, me, you, tongue.
Need to
back
check
and
him
forth. Let's
out.
go.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's
Hello, what's the Instagram?
That's a quick Instagram shout out. There you go.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah,
I think it's the same as your Twitch handle, right?
I have no idea. It's like Empire TTV or TV or some bullshit. Because some Irish band has my name, and I can't.
I'm gonna require a link in the Discord.
Yeah.
All right, hold on.
We'll hook you up with that in just a little bit there. All right, guys, I've had the pleasure of meeting this lovely young woman a few times now. We even have gone so far as to duet, karaoke it up at Twitch Toronto meetups. Guys, give it up for the one, the only, the incredible Jazzberry Jam.
What's up? Yes, that was a very legendary moment. I have to say that was probably like the breakthrough start of my, whole career and all that. And but just playing. I am a variety streamer. I love to play Nintendo and PS4 and the occasional PC like indie style game. But I really started streaming to just meet more people because I don't have a lot of friends IRL who play games. So got to share my passion somewhere. So nice to meet and greet you all. And hoping this goes somewhere.
I love it. I love it. Just,
I
just
wanted to
looking,
go.
looking for a real relationship,
Is this
I don't want
Tinder?
this.
Hello?
She doesn't want a one-night content roulette hit and quit. She wants us to
No.
make friendships and really, I get it.
Lifetime.
Side note, I always love to bring up, because I still felt that night that we did karaoke, that there was like the whole bar was cheering for us. They were singing along, they were dancing. Then I watched the video of it and I realized there were like 3 people that were kind of sort of watching us. And at the time, you and I thought we were like slaying it for the whole bar. And I just love that moment for us.
How
You
many
know what?
drinks in were you?
Oh, a lot.
Enough that we were living our truth. Okay, that was it. It was great. One to remember.
I love it. I love it. Guys, you may remember him from last week. You may remember him as being your 3rd favorite streamer, but somehow he slipped all the way into 2nd place. I don't know. I feel like someone somewhere must have broke the voting system. Guys, give it up, please, and thank you for the one, the only, Acid Train. Acid Train.
Yeah,
everyone.
Acid! Yeah!
Thank you. Thank you
First
very
in my
much.
heart, dude.
Yeah. Thank you. Yes, I am known as everyone's 3rd favorite streamer. You can fight over who your 1st and 2nd streamers are that are your favorites. I don't care who those are, but I'm everybody's 3rd favorite. I also do a little variety myself. I've actually been doing some treadmill streams to get this fat belly gone.
Nice.
And I usually stream Hearthstone. I've been getting into Satisfactory here lately, which is strangely addictive. If y'all haven't played it yet, you need to get into that. Great game. And Mortal Kombat 11. I am a noob there, but not too bad. But yeah, thanks for having me, and good luck, everyone.
Always glad to have you here, Acid. An incredible streamer, incredible person. Guys, the name that will confuse you until you see it the one time, then you go, oh, it totally makes sense. It's truly a love of pasta. You have to give it up for her. She's fantastic. She's amazing. She's sweet. She does Animal Crossing, Twitch things, and a bunch of other things. Guys, give it up. Pastaroni Ravioli. Pasta, everyone.
Hey. Hey.
Pasta.
So, you guys can just call me Pasta. Make it a little easier. But yeah, once you see the name, you're like, oh, okay. I, like Bloomer said, I do variety games. I'm a 20-something-year-old white woman, so of course I'm gonna play Animal Crossing. And then last time I was here, I wanted you guys to vote me out early because I wanted to eat tacos. You guys remember? Yeah, see?
Yeah.
She remembers.
I was there.
So don't vote me out early because I just ate.
Okay, there you go. Nice. Coming in. This is a new strategy. Might work
Yeah.
out better than last time's strategy. We'll have to wait and see past that how the chat responds to that one. But there you go. I don't know. You said you're 20-something woman. I'm 30-something male, and I also play Animal Crossing. So I don't know what my excuse
I
is.
do.
But, okay.
I too am a 30-something male. That play.
Well, you know.
It wouldn't surprise me if
It's
there
so
are
good.
50 years old to play Animal Crossing.
It's just a good game. There's
You just
really no
vibe
way
with it.
around that.
And Trejo
vibe
plays
with
it. I
it.
So relaxing.
I will put it
Guys
out
just
there though. I
vibing.
wouldn't be surprised if Bloomer turned around and said that he was in fact a 20-something-year-old woman. Like,
Yeah.
Hey,
He is. I
Inside.
can confirm this. I
Who
stayed
is-
at his house.
who
He is
said live
definitely
your
a 20-year-old woman.
Who said live your
I
truth?
did.
There we go. There we go. Live your truth,
Yeah.
fam. Guys, hold on. We have
Confirmed,
one
yeah.
last contestant. I know you can't see her on the screen right now. I'm not sure if we're getting that sorted out or not. I also see that in the Discord she has her mic muted. Oh, here we go. Maybe. Could she be here? Guys, there
Right in
she
the nick of
is.
time.
Oh my goodness. You talk about high tier timing. Guys, again, had the opportunity to meet this lovely young lady a few times now, hung out at Twitch Toronto meetups. She is, without a doubt, one of the coolest people I have the opportunity to know. Super pleased to have her on the show. On top of that, another we'll call it incredible content creator on multiple sites. I don't know if I want to plug them all for you right now, Queenie. Guys, give it up. Queen of Hearts. Queen of Hearts.
Yeah.
Go ahead, give yourself a quick shout out, Queenie. What do you do all that? Oh, we can't hear you. I don't know why. Does anyone else hear her, or is it just me?
No.
Okay.
Well,
It's
Whilst
weird
there's
because
no
it's
sound,
the
please
little
take this
green
opportunity
light
to
is
something
coming
brilliant.
up, but we don't hear you.
You could dub
Silent
her.
beauty.
Okay, let's see. I'm so offended. Haha, Bloomer, that's so funny. Let's try this again. He's also extremely handsome as I scratch my face. Look at where his beard goes, as far as my hand would go. I
Did you
really
mute her
am a
in the
big fan
Discord?
of Bloomer for the win and Content Roulette. I know I'm happy to be here. Please don't vote me out, despite the fact that you can't hear me. That wasn't.
Well, that's
Unmute
believable.
Mike. No, it's she's not muted in Discord, guys. She's not muted in Discord. I appreciate chat trying to help out.
You might need to check your mic source. It might
Yeah, I
change.
was about to say her
Yeah.
output's probably wrong.
Yeah, here, let's try. Let's actually just see if this works. Queenie, I'm gonna unmute you in this and just see if we can hear you in this. At least, no, I can't unmute you. Haha, just kidding. Just kidding.
Oh, that's
Good job, Bloomer.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Oh, we can hear you now.
Oh, there we go.
Hey!
Everyone hears her? We got it.
Yes.
Awesome. All right, Queen of Hearts. There we go. Let's try this again. She's awesome. She's
Okay.
Toronto-based. Things like that. Bam! Queen of Hearts, everyone. Queen of Hearts.
Yeah, let's clap again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
take two.
Yeah.
Take two.
All right, I'm Queen. I've been streaming for, I don't know, 2 years-ish, but I don't stream very often, so I suck there. But I play a lot of Call of Duty, play a lot of games. It's super nice, but I can be super weird. So, what's up? And I'm excited to be here. Thank you for bringing me on.
We are very happy to have you, of course. Always a pleasure, a pleasure. And again, all of
Yeah.
you, actually. Thank you so much for every single one of you.
I
Now,
made it.
while you guys, because I didn't think to plan ahead, you guys just talk amongst each other for 2 seconds while I write out all your names, because I hate to. I lied. I do have one more announcement I got to make. I got one more announcement I need to make. Guys, today's stream. You are also very, very lucky to be on today's stream. Of all the streams all the content roulettes we've had on in the past, today, and today only, at least to start things off, we have a prize. We have a grand prize for the winner. Whoever wins today's show, directly donated from one of our great viewers here in the channel. King Bradley is going to be donating $30 American to whoever wins today's show. That's right.
That's
There's
like
a
a
reason.
million
There's a
Canadian.
reason to be on here today, guys.
That's like a grant in Canada, G. That's
I can get
Yeah.
10 Starbucks with
The
that.
disclaimer is though that you have to donate half of that to me if you win.
Yeah.
He put that. It's in the small print right underneath.
That's
it.
right.
It's right there.
300 Norwegian, so.
All right, sorry. And then, guys, I was trying to mute myself so you guys wouldn't have to hear my loud typing, but I guess you're going to have to, because like I said, I didn't think to pre-plan
kind
doing
of
this
into
thing,
it,
but
dude.
It's okay. I'll just stack on my
It's
popcorn.
like ASMR.
I'm a new streamer,
It's
guys.
fucking beautiful, man.
My
honestly,
first
it's really
day
good.
streaming. First day streaming. I'm gonna let you guys know right now that chat is already going to get their opportunity to save and or vote you guys out. So
Oh, shit.
this is your opportunity right now, as chat is
Do
about
that,
to get
guys.
the poll linked to them
Yeah.
right this second. You guys need to try and get some votes. Get some votes in. Chat, remember you are
Okay.
voting for who you want to keep. This is the initial, was it worth, or did you think they were any good on their introduction? Thank you for all these resubs coming in, by the way, guys. I was
30
seeing that.
$30. Don't kick me out yet. I
Right?
Yeah.
sold my body for money. Come on.
Aw. Why would you sell yourself? There are so
because-
much better ways of earning money. How
I don't
about
know.
donating organs?
Like what?
Donating organs.
No.
Polluted
Right.
I am.
Who wants to take out your entire organ though? Like every square inch
Well-
of skin on your body, which will regrow, goes for $7 each. I'm just saying.
I
Like
mean,
it will
I do give out one
regrow.
organ.
You can have a
on the
skin
reg.
farm. Like
Wait. What did you say?
I would pay
regrows,
people
Slushy?
to take my organs, honestly.
Oh, maybe
I wouldn't
donate
want that.
organs.
I will give you money.
Do
to
we-
save
do we
my
know
insides.
I mean, skin grafts grow back, don't they?
It's
not-
yeah,
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 that's
skin.
fine.
That's fine.
you can
You
be
might
your
have
own
some
skin
scarring,
farm.
but
For a moment, I thought Slushy was like, yeah, just like cut off like your fingers or something. They'll grow back. I'm like, we're not
Yeah.
lizards. You
No.
know that, right?
Well,
Like a murder party.
I wish I was
Back
that.
in the box, dude.
Ah,
Not a
I
whole
mean-
appendage, just a square inch of skin. Get like a scalpel, gouge it out. You'll be fine. It'll grow back.
It's kind of hot.
Mhm.
I've got the weirdest boner right now.
You're welcome.
Can I see it?
That's what I do. It's what I do.
No, TOS, don't show.
Save it for the OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Save it for your
New
OnlyFans
content.
content.
I'll take
Yeah,
that. I'll
yeah.
take that.
Everyone watching the under desk cam, now's your moment. This is it.
Instead of under boob, do you do under balls?
Obviously, the
damn.
good shot.
Good shots, bro. That's what I'm talking
There you
It's
go.
all
Oh,
about
you're in the
angle.
cowboy hat.
That's the
I
best
don't know
area.
what you guys do on OnlyFans. My OnlyFans is me crying and eating Pringles. So
The gooch is a great area.
I mean, whatever
Top
works.
tier.
top tier, bro.
People love making people cry.
Yeah.
It's true.
This is basically true.
Straight
Um,
facts. That's what my stream does to me. They're just like, listen, bitch, cry. And I'm like,
No.
Yeah, my
that's
stream likes to
kinky,
make me
dude.
cry,
Holy
too.
shit.
Chat, we are
Oh my
closing the
God.
voting
Very
officially
rude.
in 5, 4, 3,
loud.
2, right now. Right now. The voting
Uh-oh.
has completed. We have a
Oh,
winner.
God.
We have a winner, and we have a bottom
Oh
crew.
shit.
We have a bottom crew.
I'm always
Um,
bottom.
I'm never bottom, just so you know.
Wah.
Oh,
Caster.
Power bottom at best, dude.
You may
Oh,
you
shit.
may all stop your votes. You may all stop your votes. And guys, what I'm going to be doing,
Cease
just for the
voting.
record, because there's a tie for the bottom, and we are
What?
going to. So
Oh,
the
what?
tiebreaker, the way this works, just so everyone knows, so it's pre-established rules. It's by who got to the higher tally of votes first. So, in other words, if one of you, let's say it was a tie at 5 votes each, whoever got to that 5 first is the one who wins. So that's why, again, you want your people voting as quickly as possible, because again, if you're at the bottom, and that's just all it comes down to. Guys,
This is rigged. I don't have friends.
you may all stop voting because we already have it. We already have it. And with that, dramatic music enters into the chat room. There it is, dramatic music.
Wow.
Let's
So
begin.
dramatic.
Don't you hear it?
I know.
Don't you hear the
dramatic.
I know.
so
Everyone
dramatic.
is like,
Oh my
wait,
God.
can I hear it? You guys can hear it later in the
shook.
VOD. You can hear it later. In the
Oh,
VOD.
into silence.
Weird in my mind.
We're gonna start with Bald Brit TV.
All right, bye guys. It was nice knowing you guys.
Hey, take care, dude.
Bald Brit has been eliminated from the show. Get out. No, I'm kidding. Bald Brit TV.
I mean, come on, false advertising with the bald. I'm just saying.
Oh.
Yeah, you did lie right off the bat, dude.
Yeah.
Not so much, man.
Oh,
It's receding. It's receding. Give him our
You're
5 minutes.
cheating.
Bald
Big-
ding, Brit, dude.
balding, yeah,
Balding,
balding,
right, yeah.
You can talk. I bet Bloomer push back his fringe, he'd be like further back.
I mean, did you see the back of his head? Come on. Bloomer, turn around for a second.
Oh God,
dude.
let's not. Let's not right now.
The back of your head, dude.
We'll wait till later in the show.
Oh,
We
yeah,
need
you
content
know.
at that
think
point.
the back of your head
Guys,
is beautiful.
Bald Brit TV. You are safe. Congratulations. You are safe for this round.
Very nice. Very nice.
Hell yeah.
Congrats.
Rabbit.
Lives to bald another day.
Yeah.
Yep.
Lives to bald
Rabbit.
another day. Oh,
New
Bald
streamer. 3 months. 3 months of streaming. I think a little bit nervous today on the show.
No. Just a smidge.
Chat wants you to remain nervous. You are safe. You are safe.
Very nice.
Let's go.
Cricky.
Oh God.
Incredible Cricky, also known as Crikey, but better known as Cricky. Chat has voted,
Yeah.
and chat has decided. They're unsure of your name, and you are not safe. You are in our bottom 3. You are in our bottom 3.
Oh.
Crikey.
I feel like I'm gonna be
Fuck,
punished
Slushy.
for being late.
Hello.
See you down there, Pyre.
I'll be there in
Slushy.
a minute.
You are safe. You are safe, Slushy.
Was there even a question?
Look at the hair talk.
Yes.
Let's go.
Work. Work.
Pastoroni. Pastoroni.
Oh yeah.
Wait for it. Wait for it. You are safe. Congratulations. You
Oh
are safe.
yay! Thank you.
Hell yeah.
Spoiler
Empire.
alert, it's only Cookie in the bottom, and she's just out.
Empire.
What's up? What's up,
I'm in the
babe?
bottom 3.
What's up,
For
babe?
sure.
I'm sorry to tell you that you are in the bottom 3. I'm sorry. Chat did not
Oh.
appreciate your OnlyFans.
It's
I
just,
Ooh.
and it's all right. I get.
Empire slide in my DMs, bro.
Acid trade.
I'm doing it right
That's
now.
me.
He's a slobber knocker of a competitor. He's
Try to be.
He's come in very strong in the past.
I've come in third now, haven't I?
You came second, I believe, last week. Second place. Proving that your branding of being the third favorite streamer may be a lie. You may be everyone's second favorite streamer. But actually, more likely, you may be their favorite. Congratulations, you won this round. Acid Train, the winner of this round.
Nice. Thank you, chat. I love you, chat. Thank you.
Which leaves us with Jazzberry Jam and Queen of Hearts.
And me? Oh, no.
One of you is safe. One of you is in our bottom three.
Oh, God.
Jazzberry Jam. Queen of Hearts. The one in our bottom three.
Where's Jazzberry going? She's like...
Queen of Hearts. Queen of Hearts, I'm sorry. You are not safe. You are in our bottom three. Jazzberry, you are safe. You are moving on to the next round. Congratulations.
What the fuck, dude?
Meaning our bottom three. Our bottom three, if I remember correctly. Queen of Hearts, or Queenie. We've got Empire and Cricky. So let's bring you guys all up here. And then Acid Train.
I'd pay to see that.
Acid Train, our first place winner for this particular round, is left with a very difficult decision. He has the power to save one of the three of you. But before he decides, Acid Train, I know this is a tough one. This is a tough one. It starts off the whole feel for the stream today, the whole feel for the show. Before you decide, I want to give each of these incredible people an opportunity to explain why you should save them. I want to start with Empire. Empire, why should Acid Train save you?
Because if we ever meet at a meetup, I will rub the fuck out of your beard. I will need your jawline so goddamn good. You know
wow.
Oh my.
Yeah, don't think about it.
That is either gonna save you or absolutely cost you. We're gonna wait and see. We're gonna wait and see. Let's throw it over to Cricky. Cricky, why should Acid Train save you?
So you know how we all determined that we're a bunch of 20-something-year-old females who love Animal Crossing, right? So like, you can't get rid of this shirt too early.
Oh wow!
All Animal Crossing characters, and it
that.
says villagers.
Nice.
Is that like Friends? Yeah.
Yeah. You can't get rid of this too early, guys. They have to admire it for a little bit longer in chat.
This is a fair argument. Just saying.
Cricky, your eyes are up here, actually. Thank you. We're going to keep looking up there.
12-year-old Lolly White. God.
Finally, in our bottom three, Queen, why should Acid Train save you? Why should you move on to the next round?
Well, I just started, but I mean...
Hi.
I don't know what to say. I mean, that would be really cool, but that's, I'll leave that up to you.
And there you go, guys. Different approaches on this one. Acid Train, the power comes back to you. What I want you to do for us, I want you to explain. You're going to tell us who you are saving. And then from there, I want you to tell us why that's the person that you've chosen to save. Go ahead when you're ready.
Okay. Again, tough decision. Because I think the only person I know is Balbrit. And so, out of everybody else, I'm still trying to, get to know.
Wait, you're trying to vote me off in the bottom three? Am I still going? Okay.
No, you're gone. But just from what I know of you and the pre-conversations that I was just listening to before we got started. Oh, gosh. Okay, let me here's one question, and this may determine who I save. Are any three of you subbed to WoW Hubs? Anybody?
Wow.
Oh.
Good question. Cricky saying no. Empire, are you subbed?
I am not. I had to check.
All right, and Queen, are you subbed to WoW Hubs? I don't think so, eh?
Is that like a porn site?
Yes.
For some.
Exactly that.
Good night, everyone. Content Roulette. Sub every weekend. Go ahead, Acid Train. Go ahead.
Oh gosh. Okay. Well, there went that.
Nice.
I honestly have no basis, but I will save
Oh shit.
Cricky.
Cricky, congratulations! You have been saved. You are no longer in jeopardy of going this round. Congratulations, which of course means that our bottom two, Empire versus it's gonna be a fist fight. Be ready. Empire.
And my daughter's calling me. Hang on one second.
Yeah,
I'll be
you
back.
go ahead, do what you need to do. Empire versus Queen. I'm gonna give you guys both an opportunity. Chat is getting the poll right this moment. Go ahead, explain if you feel the need. If you have anything to say right now that you think can sway chat's opinion in your favor. They are voting. Chat, you are voting for who you want to save. Remember, who you want to continue on is who you're voting for. So let's get that poll for you guys right now. And they have it. Go ahead. Go ahead there, you two.
Oh God.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. What? Like.
You rushed home for this, Queen. You rushed home. You were out. You were in a car, and yet you're here now.
You're not meant to be doing it for her.
Honestly, I was grocery shopping and you texted me and I was like, fuck, but I really
That is commitment.
Yeah.
There you go. Empire, do you have any words that you think will help sway chat in your favor?
Well, I just woke up, and the longer that this show goes, the better I will become. I'm like a fine wine. I get better as I age and as time goes on. So if you get me into the end, you're gonna get something spicy. All right, it's just how.
Ooh.
Look at that bottom under the desk camera.
You said you just woke up, right?
I usually
show your
wake up like
dedication and
4.
go and get a beer right now.
I'll do you better. I'll grab a whiskey.
Oh, are we
All
allowed
right.
to drink?
I already have beer.
What? The one.
And I still
have a
have
drink.
before this. Listen.
I essentially
shit,
appreciate
I was
drinking.
That British peer pressure, though, boys.
while he's in the bottom two, we're getting ready to find out if he's safe or not. He just walks away. He's like, whatever, that's fine. I guess time to start drinking, you know?
Yeah.
Wait, is that a Batman chair,
That's
dude?
truly a
shit.
Canadian.
Oh, that is
Truly
Dude,
Canadian.
he's
Get him
got
off.
right.
Get him
That's
off!
cute.
What happened?
All right.
Where did he go?
As soon as he
Oh, shit, there
sits
he
back down here.
I was gonna hack.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Let's
Oh,
go.
my
Oh,
Okay.
What
That hat definitely.
Yo, Bloom,
made
you know
me
you
You
need
were
Clint
talking
Eastwood.
about the under desk camera. I was like,
Well,
did he
hello,
sneak
Clint.
under to
How's it
activate
going?
that thing now or whatever?
Where
I
art
slipped
thou
under,
lost?
gave him like a couple like poses.
Chat, I'm giving you guys about 10 more seconds to finish your voting. Get your votes in right here, right now. Then we are going to be declaring who makes it. Who's safe for another round versus who is the first that chat decide to friend zone. We're going to
Pyre,
wait
do you
and
feel
see.
that Japanese whiskey?
I do. This is like the last glass I have of it.
Oh, shit.
Japanese whiskey?
Suntory.
Yeah,
whiskey,
Suntory
it's
Toki.
amazing.
Oh, I need to try it.
It is
good.
delicious.
Wait a
Chat.
minute, you said that the people that go out is the people that chat
Oh,
friend
geez.
zone. What does that make the winner then?
It means that they wanna wifey you up if you win, or
Ding.
husband you up in the case of our male
Ooh.
competitors.
Get a little
They
body
just want to
feel of that.
wifey them up. You don't
Yeah.
know.
All right, chat. It is officially
It's true.
over. It is officially over. We have the results. One of you is safe. One of you going home. One of you the first person to be eliminated on today's episode of Content Roulette. With the vote being done, Acid Train, I want to ask you, the winner
Yes.
of this round.
Okay.
Who do you think is going home?
Oh, you can't ask that.
Oh, yeah,
No.
you
Oh, come
Who do you
on.
think?
You
Who do you
already
think?
made him save someone.
No, but who does he think? What do you think chat's going to decide?
So early.
Only because there's so many females in our roulette this time.
Going up from gender.
I think they're going to choose to save a male competitor. So I think Empire will go through.
Oh, okay.
That's okay.
All right, all
Texas
right.
pig,
Interesting,
dude. They're
interesting.
I was
Texas
going
Went,
somewhere else.
went
Somewhere else
sexist
with
on it
that.
right away. I like it. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me go ahead and ask Empire.
Roll
Empire,
it.
do you think you're safe? Just yes or
Uh,
no. Do you think you're
Is
safe?
anyone really safe? No.
All right, Queen. Do you think you're safe? You think you're making it to the next round? Yes or no?
Fuck no.
Everyone convinced they're not making it through. One of you
Oh.
is, however,
Confidence.
at a
One of
vote
you is wrong.
at a vote of 66% to
Oh,
34%. the person going through to the next round.
Oh god.
Queen, congratulations.
Yeah.
Queen, you are going through to the next round. Sadly, Empire,
you.
that means that
Well done.
chat has gone ahead and they friend zoned you.
Empire.
Empire,
I'm getting day buzz, dude. It's fine.
I'm still so happy that we had you on the show, man. Genuinely, really appreciate it. Give yourself a shout out on the way out here.
No, I'm good.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Wow, the shade, chat, the shade.
Yeah. No, you'll find me on Twitter, Twitch. It's all good.
And I'll get the mods to give him a shout out.
I
on the
just
way out.
got
Please
RuPaul's
and
Drag
thank you.
Race in my head. Anyone seen that?
Dude,
Sashay away.
away.
I did 2 hours. I'm the worst. Some
Miss
other mod can do it. Get a real mod, dude.
Get a
Miss
real mod. We'll get
Get
a
a
real
real
mod.
mod,
Don't worry.
dude. A
Empire,
real mod fix that. Okay.
Empire, thank you again, my friend. But in the meantime, now that you've been friend zoned, let's get you out of here.
Oh.
Maybe we get you back
Okay.
again in the future. And to the rest of you, congratulations. You guys survived the first round. That's
It's the first time I've ever
Thank you.
survived the
Thank
first
you.
round.
some of you.
And
by
we
the
did
skin of
jack
your teeth.
shit to do so.
This is
Well done.
Welcome to the
Best.
stream, guys. Welcome to the stream. All right. So what we're going to be doing now to start things off, guys, because believe it or not, now the show actually starts. What we do is we're going to be bringing up the wheel of content. It's going to give a very generic opening standpoint or topic to talk about. I don't know what it is. You don't know what it is. No one knows what it is. And from there, we'll see where the conversation takes us. Let's go ahead. I hope I have everything ready to go. Let's spin the wheel. Let's spin the wheel of content, guys. And take a look at what it is. I really wish I made this bigger. Relationships.
Fine.
Wow, relationships.
Ooh.
A really good topic to start
Okay.
with. Let me just go ahead and start. Well, tell you what, this is one of those things that chat always wants to know. Who's in a relationship here? Who is single? Who is
Oh, wait.
Wait.
Let's-
That's two very different things.
Yeah,
Put-
start-
put
Whoa, it's
your hand
tricky,
up if
Boomer.
you're single. Put
Shame
your hand
on
up if you're
you.
single.
hand
yeah?
up if you're single. Hand up if you're single. Go ahead. No one? Wow, chat.
Then I'm definitely in a relationship, yeah.
Sorry. All right. Relationships then. Let me give you guys a generic start point, and then you guys start while I start actually, prepping up these votes in advance and things like that. Trying to pretend like I'm a real streamer who knows how to run a show.
What?
I know. What? There's no way.
Can't even pretend now.
All right, let's start with let's just start first date, guys. Let's start first date. What are some of the best things that someone can say to you on a first date, and then what's some of the worst? And feel free to draw from real life experiences. Go ahead, guys.
Oh.
I generally don't think I go into a first date like an open sheet, like a blank sheet. I'm not
Yeah.
really judgmental, so I mean I'm just going where the conversation takes me, and then go off the vibe that the date is giving more than what the person is saying.
I get that. I can't say what's like a good thing to say for my personal first dates. I can say what is a definite no. Like if a guy comes in, right, or a girl, I don't really care either way. If someone comes in and they're immediately talking about like marriage or like super long term, like when we move in together, this is where we're gonna go. Like our marriage is gonna like this. We're gonna have this many kids. Like I am immediately put off. Like no, thank you. Like
Honestly,
I can
I-
agree to that.
The best
Yeah.
way
Yeah.
to
Who
approach
does
any
that, though?
date,
like slash.
You'd be
people have
surprised,
done
like-
that?
people have done
What
that.
the fuck?
Wow.
if you approach said person and just simply say, "Are we using your rope or mine?" Good. And if the answer is
Yeah.
neither or no, then the shit anyway. Like you don't want to fucking.
I am of
Find
the
someone else.
mindset of like if someone's
Easy.
open into intimacy, we'll put it like that way 'cause it's a bit nice. Let's say if someone talks about that straight off the bat, I'm more interested.
There we
then
go.
someone
Steve.
that- yeah.
Easy, dude.
Yeah.
I
It's
mean,
been so long since I've even been on a date. Like
Come,
Like,
that's it.
I've
Get
been
yourself
here
over
for
here, dude.
15 years,
Come
but I
on,
guess
You'll find one in the audience.
first
Come on,
date
Laugh.
was the first thing. I mean, attraction is always good. Like physical attraction is always good. So, first thing I'll look at honestly is hair. I love long hair,
Okay.
so I'll look at that. But then after that, it's about, like okay, so
I'm
say you're
interested.
at the dinner, right? And don't order a garden salad and then take food from my plate when you can order whatever you want.
Queen,
Okay,
Order
okay,
whatever
that's
you want.
fair.
Order
by
That's
that.
so
lobster.
fair.
Order 7
Oh.
lobsters. I don't care.
Wait a minute.
But
Are you-
don't-
I like to order
Can we
like
go on a
bunch of
date?
appetizers
7
and we just kind of
lobsters, please?
share.
in the
I'm
US,
just, I'm just saying, order whatever you want.
Who's paying? Who's
Don't-
paying though?
Yeah.
in the US,
I'm paying.
Uh-oh.
Order
No,
whatever you
see,
want.
I think that's wrong. I don't agree with that at all. I think you should order a bunch of little things and y'all share and then be like, oh, that's cozy to me. And for women, if you don't fucking reach for the check, at least, the guy might probably pay, like, you're kind of like that. Fucking reach for the check. Just try. Because I hate
Yeah.
when I see other couples and, like, the girl's just sitting there like
Alright.
this and the guy's paying for the check. That bothers
So-
me. I don't know why.
Yeah.
what would be your ideal first date? Like, what would happen on your ideal first date? If it was like went
I don't.
to everything you wanted it to be, right?
I literally don't think it matters.
Yeah.
No.
See,
Like,
Really?
I can
Like,
only
I
speak
don't
for
even have
how
any-
the-
women put so much pressure and are actually just such garbage.
I can only
I
speak
think-
of how the culture is here compared to there, because I guess
Yeah.
most of you are in the States.
Nope.
I mean,
Canada.
okay, well,
But-
you're on the other side of the world
Team
to
North
me,
America.
so
Aw. Yeah, we'll do North America. I
yeah.
mean-
So I mean, here, I'm not sure how common it is to actually go for dinner on the first date. Most first dates that I've been on has been like, oh, let's head to this cafe, and then we just buy something to drink, and then we'll talk and see what happens, So usually there's no person that actually takes the whole check. Maybe you buy your own drink the first round, and if you want a
True.
second drink, one of them might ask you, do you want anything? I can buy you,
See, this is
Yeah,
so alien to me, this
well-
culture, because in the UK, what you do is it's like you just go on Tinder, like smash, dude. Then you meet them, you meet them, you meet them, dude. Seriously, you go
Oh,
to the
man.
spoons or some shit, have
Uh-huh.
fucking 80 beers and smash and fuck for like 3 days, and then you're
No,
like,
no,
afterwards,
I
you're like,
think
yeah,
the
maybe they're
five-
okay.
It's the 5 cocktail.
Like that's it.
Very
No
different.
paying for
Very
sex.
different
You
approaches.
message, you say,
Yeah.
are we fucking? And if the answer's no, then you move on and you find someone who is fucking, then you
Yeah.
get drunk and fuck. Like that's
No,
it.
I was literally gonna say that, like in terms
That's
of like
actually
actually
a
first
date.
dates, as
Yeah,
like
legit, yeah.
as someone from England as well, like I'm also British. Like I don't know if this is common
knows,
for
bro.
absolutely everyone, but I feel like Bull
She
Brit is
knows,
just
bro.
like coming out. Like I rarely go on dates before banging someone, if that makes sense. Like
yeah, you
it's
bang
usually
first,
a
date
hookup.
later, dude.
it's a
Bang
Tinder
first.
hookup
Yeah.
first, and then talk about feelings afterwards. Yeah.
Yeah, man,
Slushy
yeah.
just
Well, I
got
have to
7
admit-
dudes
I
DMing
have to
her
admit
right
that I
now.
saw-
Just being like, what's up? How's it going?
I have to admit that I saw a sketch like a couple of years ago that explained how the dating culture is in Norway. I think it applies to more places than Norway, to be honest. And it's like, skip the whole, go on to dinner and then you evolve it from there. No, you fuck first and then you
Yeah.
do the rest.
There's a scientifically
That's
good reason as
crazy.
to why that's
That
a
is
thing, though.
insane.
Because can you imagine, as either the male or female, whoever pays the check, right? You go, let's say hypothetically, you go through 2 weeks of dates, you spend fucking thousands of money on this person, yeah? Then you finally fuck, and it's the worst sex, and you're like,
they're a pillar
I
princess.
ain't gonna cope with this
Uh,
for years, dude. I just
yeah.
wasted it. Give me
The
my
thing
money
is
back.
I have to be like
Give me my money
emotionally
back,
connected to somebody
Yeah.
though.
I
Like,
think
you
it's
have to have
different
an emotional
priorities.
connection.
Different
I
priorities.
can't just
and
like
different
go
connections.
sleep with somebody. I have to be like emotionally connected to that
Mhm.
person
So-
and like
I
have
agree.
something.
No,
Coming
I've
from a
done
man
that before.
Who's been married
Some
for
old
15
school.
years. I know that.
Yeah,
I mean,
and-
I feel like I've got to be not only just invested in that person, but emotionally invested in that person.
Yeah,
but-
I'm the
so
same
then-
way.
For a first date, I'm honestly not expecting anything. And honestly, I'm not even expecting to continue dating this person. I would just rather get to know them first before it even moves
See, that's what
closer
we do.
to
That's
that.
what- we do all of that
Well,
stage
isn't-
on Facebook or like Tinder. That's
Mm.
like that's like we do that online. That whole.
Yeah,
So-
like get to know
And
them
then you
online
pray,
first.
and then you
Again,
fucking pray that they're being
and over-
genuine and they're not a serial killer. Basically, you fucking
Yeah.
pray that like they're being genuine.
Like it is like a roll of a dice, bitch. Like
It's like
Yeah.
higher
You
risk,
kiss me, who the fuck
high
knows,
risk
right?
dating.
Online date
Yeah,
first,
legit.
and then like that's you start that first, and then you
Mm-hmm.
do the physical stuff.
Who
after it.
who's the who, okay? Who,
So
I
you're
want to
still
know who the
investing
youngest person
emotionally.
is left,
The youngest?
and then who's the oldest. Yeah, I want to know.
I might be the youngest, possibly.
I also
I'm
might be
86
youngest.
years old.
Shit.
You look great for your age, Pasta.
Look great for 86. Yeah. Is anybody under? I'm
27.
assuming no, but is anybody under 20?
I hope not.
Okay. Is anybody over 30? All right. Is anybody over 35?
Shut up.
Ooh.
No, you're not.
Oh no.
Well, okay, so I'm by human years, I'm 27 as of
By
last Monday.
human
Give me lots of
years.
donations for my birthday. But technically, I was a vampire, and now I'm 327. Like technically,
Oh.
in technical terms.
Oh,
Just so you
So
know.
that's your
Okay,
secret.
No,
so on
legitimately,
a
I'm 327.
technicality,
Yeah.
you are the oldest
If you count it in dog
I
years,
Well, he
technically-
stole
Technicality.
themselves from
Such a
Keanu
bitch.
Reeves.
because he's such a bitch. We're
Yeah.
counting dog years. Is that what you said?
That's what we
Yeah,
said.
pretty much
Oh
that.
God, no.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
and why we're in the category of relationships, I
Oh,
think it's
my.
important to mention, as my beautiful girlfriend in Bloomer's chat said, which I'm not meant to be looking at, but I just actually looked at because I got tagged.
Oh,
I did actually meet my girlfriend on Twitch.
This
She
is
is
true.
Canadian from Toronto, Canada. We got together on Twitch. She flew here first to meet me. I then flew to Canada, and now she lives here and is sat right next to me. So that's a Twitch.
Aw, that's so cute. Yay.
I also met Bloomer on the journeys and have a jar of his authentic beard hair behind me.
Oh,
save that. That could
Let's
pay off your mortgage one day.
I like that
It's gonna
that's
be worth
such a
something.
not weird thing to say, and you just go ahead and tell everybody. Yeah, by
Just
the way, I got
there.
a collection of Bloomer's beard hair. That's not
He's
weird.
gonna
That should have been the intro right there.
Yeah, you know, it could have been. It could have
It's
been.
still
got
in
Bloomer's
perfectly
beard hair.
preserved condition.
My.
Oh my
Right.
gosh.
There it is.
That's like the
Oh,
beard hair is supposed to be a
fascinating.
shot
It's right
after
next
the
to his business
vampire
card,
reveal.
which you can't read.
that's like
How do
locked
you
in a
feel about
basement
that?
vibe.
I-
He
you know,
gave
Somebody
me
has
that,
their
like-
hair
Yeah.
in a jar.
You know, listen, I gotta tell you, if it was someone other than Bald Brit, I'd be concerned. But I think he's just saving up for as his hairline recedes that he can like.
I'm gonna glue it on.
You know, yeah.
I have a
Yeah.
question. How did he even get your beard hair? Like,
Oh, it
were you
was-
just like cut
no,
me,
it was-
fam?
I
Like,
stayed
cut
at
me,
his
mate.
place.
No, it was willing.
stayed
It
at
was
his place.
willing. He
Yeah.
it was comfortably known. Like I gave it to him. It was fine. It wasn't weird. Well, it was.
Were you
weird,
under
but,
the influence during this?
Usually am.
I
So
don't think
probably.
so. I don't think you were.
Okay, that's
An
a little
influence
bit
of
more
some sort.
believable
Anyways, I don't
now.
know. But
Did you give it to him in front of him, or did you go to the washroom and give him the beard?
no, I collected it
'Cause
for
they
him.
couldn't-
Like I collected
Yeah, over
Like,
time
so
when
he
he comes
doesn't.
in.
It was like
It's
just.
for sure your beard hair.
Oh yeah, it's for my beard. Don't worry.
If
No.
it's his pubes,
No,
I'll sell it for even more. Just
I was
so this
gonna
is
say-
crazy.
The
Bargain
OnlyFans
point.
setup.
I wanted him.
There's
to have
no
a-
losing in
Empire,
this.
come back, advertise this.
I wanted to have a souvenir. I didn't want him to have like his mortgage paid for. You know what I mean? Like,
Why not?
This one, I tell you a fun fact about me. I worked as a security guard for 2 years, and one of the assignments was working at the Bruno Mars 24K concert here in
Nice.
Oslo, and I worked next to his dressing room.
Nice.
Okay.
So I actually nicked a bottle of ginger beer that he came drinking when he entered the the arena and took it with me home. So I have Bruno Mars DNA in the drawer.
It was
Okay.
open. It was an open
Getting
can.
ready to close.
Bruno Mars
Yeah,
forever.
yeah, nothing
Oh my
drinking from
god,
it.
that's fun.
Wait, so I have to ask though, Bloomer, the back of your head, is that because you've also just been donating that hair too?
That's because he's fucked it up.
You have to show the bag of
I
it.
had to
It's so
ask.
good.
Oh,
Well, you know, just
Ed Gein and his
really
fucking
trying
chainsaw ruined
to
it.
help out, and you know, no, it's actual real talk is because it was the worst timing to be real honest about it. It was the worst timing. So my hair grows really fast, so it was getting ridiculous. Like it was getting ridiculous. It was uncomfortable. I had longer hair than like any of the ladies on the stream right now. It was stupid. So I decided finally, because the hairdressers weren't open because of Corona and everything. So, and I kept bugging my hairdresser. I was texting her like 3 times a week, being like, any word, anywhere, nothing. So I finally allowed Blumette to go ahead and do it, and I didn't know where to do it. I was like, yeah, just shave it up to there. And we maybe went a little too high, is the long story short. But then the day
You
after
look like
we
fucking
did that,
Deadwood, bro.
my hairdresser texts me and says, hey, they just announced we can open. I'm ready to go.
Oh man.
Wait, so
So
have you
we're
guys
just letting the
been
hairdresser
Uh,
now.
COVID haircuts?
There you
or
go.
do you guys have your hair like? Has everybody gone to the salon? Because
I've
I've
no.
never opened it.
Cut me down.
I
I don't
bought
ever cut my
a
hair.
trimmer to cut my boyfriend's hair, like one of those like professional salon trimmers, because his hair is so thick it actually like clogs plastic guards. And
Jeez.
I remember
But-
honestly when I was younger, yeah, because I used to be like super gothic myself.
Ooh.
I had hair and it was like maybe like this long.
Nice.
And yeah, I went to the barbers and they're like, yeah, we can't cut your hair. You have to go to the salon. And I was like, fuck. So I went to the salon and they charged me like £120 for like a few inches off and like this whole treatment shit. And I was
Yeah.
like, dude, what
welcome to the girl's
fuck,
life.
man?
Like,
Like shit.
Yeah,
Like
dude.
I get them scissors and cut it myself next time, you know?
Yeah.
I have
just
not
done
gone
the
to
ends
like
myself.
salon for my hair in years. Like I have cut and dyed my hair myself, but like since I was like 17.
Yeah, I think I made that mistake. 'Cause when it's long enough, you can kind of just do it yourself.
You can cut it
anyway,
yourself.
not
You
really
just
fuck it, yeah.
get
Yeah.
it and then
My sister's
Wait,
my
so you all
hairdresser.
cut your own
and
hair?
She's also a board certified.
I have no hair to go. I'm
cosmetologist.
receiving now.
Mhm.
Nice.
I go to the salon maybe once, twice a year.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to spend the money basically, and I also spent modeling for apprentices that were getting certified, becoming certified hairdressers for a couple of times.
Oh, nice.
For shows
Yeah,
and
that's
stuff like that.
cool.
So they dyed and cut and stuff. So
Yeah.
but some of these ideas they have aren't really that healthy for your hair. I wanted to turn my hair into a rose gold color.
Oh.
So she had to bleach my hair twice, and I still have some damaged hair in the bottom of my hair from that time, and that was like 4 years ago or something.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
At that point, you just have to grow it out.
Yeah.
Cut it off. Yeah, you
So
can't.
Yeah.
who here then managed to go this whole like kind of Corona stretch without doing anything to their hair? Like who is just totally fine to?
Well, I mean,
I made
yeah,
I
I
still
did it myself, yeah.
Dyeing
able to
it?
pick up.
Like, does dyeing it
I think I've
count?
hennaed my hair.
Well,
Yeah, I don't dye my
That's
hair
a good
though.
subject because on that subject,
Yeah,
it is
I
my,
don't dye my
it's
hair
my
either.
birthday stream on Monday, and if I hit my donation goal, I am going to shave my head bald on Twitch just so everybody knows. You know, good advertisement in there.
Good plug,
Might as well
good
get it in
plug.
right now.
Oh, yeah,
Good
and
time to get it in, good time to
again-
get it in.
False advertising otherwise. So
Yeah,
Yeah, about
Yeah.
trying to avoid the
Straight
lawsuits
razor.
over here.
We're talking
I'll take
almost
a
as
straight
bald as
razor to my
last
head.
year.
Yeah, I'll just take about once a week. It'll get a little peach fuzz or whatever you want to call it, and then I'll just take a straight razor and just shave it all
Yeah, I'll
off.
do
Acid Train, are you from the South?
I
Are you
am.
from the? Okay, yeah.
Alabama.
When we buzz, we say peach fuzz. I'm in Georgia, so
I'm in
I knew that
Alabama.
term. As soon as you said, I'm like,
I'm in
South.
Oklahoma.
Georgia.
Oh,
peach
nice.
fuzz.
From Texas.
I'm in Alabama, so yeah.
I like it.
I am in
Alabama?
the
Are you Roll
literal-
Tide?
I'm in the
You
literal
prefer Roll Tide?
slum part of the
No.
UK.
Thank
Like,
God.
War Eagle.
Oh,
So everyone
not
here
a-
is from the States.
Yeah. Is that worse?
Almost from Canada,
No,
right?
sorry. Yeah, there's a few
Important.
Canadians. Queen, Jazzberry are both Canadian. Myself as well.
Eee.
I believe
Shit.
Cricky, Pasta, Acid are all American.
Southern.
Southern.
all
It's
Southern
different.
On top of it.
Southern Americans. And
We're a
then
different breed.
Slushy and Brit
Yeah,
are basically
yeah, we
next
are.
door to each other.
With a superior.
I'm all alone.
Yeah, exactly.
in
Except I live in the
my-
You're
northeast
all
of
by
the
yourself,
shithole.
Rabbit.
I'm
Aw.
South.
Wait,
South.
But at
where
least
is
you're
it?
not alone, like on that side of the world.
That's true.
Mhm.
There's,
Wait,
there's
don't
at
say
least 10
Southwest.
people.
No, you guys have been very
She's not
welcoming
here,
so
right?
far. So
Aw.
Awesome. So, I mean, we kind of went from relationships to hair. This is welcome to Content
Yeah.
Roulette, everyone.
There you go.
Yes.
I want to
That's
go
how we
back
do it.
though
Absolutely.
because I want to go back to this because Acid Train and Pasta
Yeah.
were definitely, I think, a little bit of a different approach to relationships, or at least the
Mm-hmm.
beginning of a relationship compared to.
I'm
some
in
of
their
the
train,
rest.
but
You
I
as
also
well.
feel like part of that is again the Southern raising.
Yeah, that's definitely
That
possible.
has
Well, my
a big
parents were from
part
the
to
north.
do with it.
So, I mean, I'm Southern, but my parents
Yeah.
were from New Jersey.
I was just
So
saying,
it
like
was-
it could have been like a time link.
Yeah, because
Oh,
I
I
grew
got
up here, so I'm definitely old school. I agree with you, Cricky, for sure. That my parents raised me as old school, and as far as
Yeah, thank you.
relationships go, granted it didn't always, hit home, but still, as far as dates and how to treat, people who women that I date or just women in general, I think growing up that was a big deal, and you're polite or you get out,
Yeah.
and that's what I took.
Yeah,
And the
that's how
polite-
I was
I like it,
raised,
Jazz.
too.
Yeah. I like it.
Yeah.
No,
I mean, I
honestly,
definitely was a little
And I-
while younger.
I mean,
but-
You don't
I'm
deserve to.
literally
I have
opposite
kind of the same view
spectrum.
because my
of
missus,
all of
obviously,
that.
she's from Canada. Her family actually live in Belize, which is like down near Mexico.
Wow.
And I've never met her parents, and we've been together for like nearly 2 years now. And I'm like, so I'm all about fucking and shit in the first time, like 100%. Don't get me wrong on that, like that's going to happen, But I also do want to meet the parents to
I
show them
thought-
how fucking awesome I am, honestly. But like, how am I going to do that when I'm in the UK? So what I need is Bloomer. You need to give me some money so I can fly there, and then
Sell the
I'm going to
hair.
sort the whole thing out, right?
I just
Shots
could you
fired.
imagine if I was like, and guys, surprise, we have Athora's parents in the chat right now. While we're talking about all the fucking
God,
and-
no.
So on that subject,
no!
I was literally talking about like either Pornhub or like fucking machines or some kind of deal. I don't know, something really bad on Twitch. And at the exact same time, and I shit you not, it's on the VOD. At the exact same time I was talking about it, I got hosted by a sister, and I was like, oh, yeah, this is great.
Awkward.
Oh.
Like, oh,
That's
fuck. And it was
a
like one of
way
those
to
weird
meet her.
things. But
F.
it's fine.
Yeah, I feel like I'm with Acid on the complete opposite side of those train tracks. Like I think out of everyone, I'm probably as opposite side of those train tracks as it gets because I stayed a virgin until my wedding night.
Wow.
Nice. That's good for
Damn.
you, though.
I
That's-
respect that.
Yeah, that's
like,
Yeah, I
I,
dedication.
I was
respect it,
raised
yeah.
with
Mhm.
like more of like there's higher stakes in it than just pleasure.
Mm-hmm.
Agreed.
More of the
Yeah.
emotional side of it, and so like I was raised like that, and so
That's great.
and I'm
though,
glad that I made those choices, and
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, definitely.
like and but for anyone else, like I'm like, do what you want, like I don't
Yeah,
know.
everyone's entitled to
Yeah.
their own opinion, and really good on you.
Yeah.
for, like,
Mhm.
following that through. That's awesome.
Like I fully respect
That's
that,
sick.
dude.
Yeah.
Now, so let me go ahead because that's an interesting one, and I really want to kind of touch base in because I know we at least have one person, Cricky, that goes that direction. Some of you have maybe argued that you don't follow that exact same path, and that's obviously okay as well. I'm curious then, like, how long, or I guess like
8 inches.
Wow, I'm impressed. I heard 5's average, right? I'm just a little. No, never mind. But so like, how long do you guys think on like regular, like if you're actually looking at a relationship, how long do you think until you should be, we'll say, taking to that next level where sex becomes a real thing?
I have
Until it feels comfortable. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like it's
Immediately.
not an actual time. It's just how comfortable you feel.
Immediately.
Like I said, I have to
Yeah.
have an emotional connection with somebody. I can't just.
Yeah. Well, and I
Yeah.
think
You
that
know,
there, it also like for me is like I had some bad shit that happened in my past that really just hammered that in even more that I
Yes.
didn't want to do anything
Mhm.
until I was sure. And so I think just like your past can play a lot into that, and the things you've experienced in past relationships can also affect that. And so
Agreed.
like
Yeah.
people just need to be okay
It's
with the
completely
idea
different for
of
every
waiting
person.
until someone is comfortable and that it's going to
Yeah.
be different no matter who
It's
you are.
completely individual thing.
We can't shame anybody for that either. Like that's
Yeah.
that's
Oh,
the
no.
shitty part of
No.
And a
shaming
lot of
that.
people do.
I
Yeah.
mean, whatever happens, happens.
horrible.
If you feel the connection, if you feel the spark, and something happens on
Mhm.
the first date, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean,
Right.
if I look back on my relationship history, I can tell you that all of my longest relationships that I've had, we hadn't gotten to bed like until a couple of months after we started dating, or started finding out that something was there. So, but I don't judge anyone that jumps into bed on the first
No,
date.
you
I mean,
shouldn't
I've been
judge.
there. I've had my
Yeah.
period in life where I did that. I was on Tinder, and like 80% of all the Tinder dates ended up in bed. So yeah, I've been there, done that. I don't judge anybody.
Yeah,
for
and
doing that.
just to cut you guys
Yeah.
off really quickly, yes, I see it in chat. The great mod team, Lizzie, thank you so much. Voting to keep. Everyone in chat, the first round, the I guess official first round, is over. So make sure you're voting for who you want to keep in the show. Remember, your vote is to keep. So we'll be revealing who that is in just a moment. But no, continue on this, guys. This is an interesting topic.
I'm gonna be real with you. Like everyone's like, oh yeah, how long do you want to be with someone before you do the do your thing? I have never dated anyone that I hadn't slept with first.
Wow.
Really?
So
You mean like been exclusively dating?
Yeah, as in like actual
Okay.
like
Mm.
like called them like either my boyfriend or girlfriend. Until I've never been in like a relationship where that hasn't happened first.
Well, I feel
Yeah.
like in those
There's a
cases
right
too.
way.
Yeah,
Honestly,
but like
it's-
you're also going into it without any expectations, and I think that's what matters for like really any kind of dating is like don't go into it with these preconceived notions of like what to expect, especially when you're
Yeah.
like on Tinder. Just like
Exactly.
go in, let things happen, and if it
mean,
happens, it happens.
With my ex-girlfriend, I was with her for 5 years and engaged. I actually proposed on stream to my ex-girlfriend,
Wow.
and it was all great. And then about a year after that, I was getting like really physically and mentally abused by her, and like that wasn't
my God,
apparent at all for
sorry.
the first 3 or 4 years. Like during the most of the relationship. But then towards the end, because I'm happy talking about it now, I ended up getting stuff like broken ribs from being kicked down the stairs,
Oh my
being
God.
slapped, black eyes,
That's
and then
Oh
yeah,
my
it was a really bad
You
toxic
should have
thing
bought a
towards the end.
taser, and
So
anytime she
sorry.
opened her mouth, you
Mhm.
would've-
No, because see, even though like I've got
Illegal,
that
like,
approach of
any-
like fuck
yeah.
first, ask questions later, then you still I've still got that underlying opinion where you have to be super respectful to ladies. Like I'm still a gentleman when it comes to that side of things. So it's kind of like,
Yeah.
it wasn't great.
Absolutely.
I
sorry.
kinda
I'm sorry to hear that.
That's a heavy
Yeah.
topic, and it shows that it
Yeah.
can go either direction, guys. Violence is always violence. and
Well, the
it's never
topic
a-
was relationships.
Never
so,
a
I
good
mean, that's
thing.
sometimes
Really,
it's fun.
really quickly, I'm just going to interrupt to say that we are doing our final 5-second countdown. Wow. Okay, Pastor
My
Ryan.
curtain rod just fell.
I saw that.
No.
What?
That was insane.
Okay. Oh my god, let me fix
Are you okay?
Oh my god.
Poltergeist.
I was like,
Eternally
like
startled.
tornado or earthquake or what? What is?
Please reveal me last. I really need to go to the man's room.
All right, go to the
Exactly.
bathroom, Barbara. Go ahead. You're fine. All right, guys. With
Don't
that,
miss.
we are gonna start our dramatic music. Let's go ahead. 3, 2, 1. Suspenseful music has entered the chat room one more time. We have
Can you maybe
a winner.
do like a do so we can kind of get an idea of what your music's like right
No,
now?
just pretend in your head really hard.
Turn it on quietly and just listen for a moment. It's like it's very suspenseful. It's very suspenseful.
I heard it in last week's.
There you go. Yeah, see, someone who pays attention to the stream. Thank you so much for that. Appreciate it. Let's go ahead. Let's start this one. Oh man. Okay, there's our bottom. Let's go with those 3 are our bottom 3. Oh, it's
Bloomer's just guessing at this point.
yeah, I'm just like, who do I want to see for content purposes? Who's not safe? All right, let's start with quit voting, guys. Your votes are done. Your votes are done. Stop voting. They don't matter anymore. Your votes are unimportant, chat. Stop it.
They want to give us
This is a
support.
who's line type
Support
of
is
situation right
important.
now.
Let's start. Jazzberry Jam. Jazzberry. You are safe. Congratulations. Congratulations. You're moving on to the next round.
Thank you. Thanks, Chad.
Let's go ahead to let's Queen. Queen of Hearts.
No. Oh God.
It's a terrifying moment, isn't it? This awkward silence between us where we wonder, are you safe? Are you in the bottom 3?
You're really good at this suspense shit.
Thank you.
Oh, he
Thank
lives
you.
for it.
This is literally my favorite part of streaming in general.
Yeah.
And because you said I was really good, it makes me very sad to say you are not safe. You are in our bottom 3.
Again?
You are in the bottom 3.
You mean. Okay.
Pastoroni.
What up?
Ravioli. I'm sorry to tell you. The chat has decided you are safe for another round. You're going to have to watch and see someone else get eliminated. I'm sorry, Pasta.
They want to see if my curtain rod will fix itself.
There you go.
Keep the storyline
Scared
going.
the hell out of me. I'm not even kidding.
Cricky.
Aw.
Cricky,
Hi.
the round has completed. The votes have been tabulated.
He's waiting for the music.
You are safe. You're safe for
Oh,
this
there you go.
round. Congratulations.
You could tell he was holding his tempo.
I know, right?
You could tell.
In my head, I just have
I
a
was-
broken record.
I was
going
going with it. I was going with it. Stop voting. Oh my God, people are still voting. Guys, the vote is over. The vote has been tabulated. There is
Oh,
no
funny.
point in
Cat
voting at this
garbage.
point.
Stop it, bitches.
Let's go ahead and let's bring up, oh gosh, let's go ahead and bring up Bald Brit this time. Bald Brit TV. That's right, he's got a TV at the end of his name, guys.
Yeah, he does.
It's because I own a TV. Believe it or not, I've got 2 of them.
I don't. That makes one of us.
Yeah, you are
Wow.
balling, man.
Wow.
Or should I say Balden?
Does not even need today's $30 grand
Ah,
prize. The sort of guy who
dad
has
jokes.
TV in his
Not
house.
too rich, man.
He's
Ball Brit TV.
bougie.
Bald Brit TV. Congratulations, you are safe. You are safe for another round.
2 rounds. Holy shit. Let's fucking go, dude.
Dude.
Slushy,
My guy. LA.
hello.
What's going on?
How you feeling?
Yeah, mate.
I think that means good. I'm not sure. Yeah, mate.
Is it my accent?
Well, yeah, mate. That's okay. Yeah, we're good.
Well, go on,
s-
15. What's happening?
Slushy.
What's happening, bro?
Chad has voted. We talked about relationships. We talked a little bit about sex.
Uh-huh.
You're gonna get some DMs from that conversation. But in the meantime, I'm sorry to say, you are in our bottom 3. You are not.
Yeah,
safe
I'm
this
not
round.
surprised.
You're
I'm not even
safe.
surprised. Yeah.
Chat needs nothing, bro. What the fuck?
Who else have we still got? We've got a few of you left. Cricky.
Yeah.
Cricky.
What?
You already talked to me.
You already did,
Cricky.
Cricky.
You're already safe, so it's fine. You guys think
Just reestablishing
It's the
that.
air gang to
this
your
is
head,
why
bro.
I don't bounce around
Here.
normally. Okay, okay, I know we haven't said rabbit, I know we haven't said acid. Who else have I not
Acid
said?
wins.
I haven't
Acid
said
always
Did you do Brit?
Brit.
Yeah,
Brit is
just
safe.
two.
Yeah, it's just the two.
Okay,
Yeah, I'm
cool.
hot as fuck,
Just
dude.
checking.
I'm winning.
It's just the two. One of you.
Oh gosh.
One of you between Rabbit and Acid. One of you
Will join me.
is in the bottom 3. One of you is
I already know who it
is the
Get some
winner of this
RNGs in
round.
chat. RNGs in chat, boys. Pray. Better pray, boys.
Queen, I don't remember if I told you, but you're in the bottom 3, by the way. Queen, you
I
are in the
know,
bottom 3.
I
Okay,
know.
I'm just making sure everyone's established here.
Now.
For you. He's just like, here, this again.
is. Man.
Acid Train,
Oh,
Toxic.
That is me.
Rabbit. One of you, like I said, the winner of the round. One of you in the bottom 3. It's a dramatic moment. Acid Train. You are in the bottom 3. Rabbit, you are the winner of this round. Congratulations. Congratulations.
What a turnaround.
What a
So who are the
What
a
bottom
turnaround.
four? Me and
what a
us and
turnaround.
who?
Great job. Great job. Meaning our bottom 3 is Acid, Slushhead, and Queen.
Okay.
Now, Rabbit, this does put a lot of pressure on you. As I've already said, you're going to get a chance to hear from each of those 3 as to why you should save them. You have the power to save only one of those 3, the remaining 2,
Okay,
going
okay,
to a vote for chat. We're going to start off with, this time, let's start off with Slushhead. Why? Why should Rabbit save you?
Hi, I think you should save me because, as seen in this round as well, I have a lot of differing opinions from everyone else, and even whether, whether or not people judge or not one or the other, I'm not afraid to say if I have a different opinion, and I think it's important to create those conversations and see the different viewpoints, and just as like everyone else has said, like there's no judgment either way. Obviously there's not, from my point, a lot of times I do say stuff for the sake of just kind of creating another perspective and talking about things, and I think I'm a good contribution to the show in order just to have that kind of like extra point to spark the conversation. And also please don't judge me for having sex before dating people, because I feel a bit self-conscious about it at this point now.
Slushhead,
No, you
thank-
shouldn't.
I've been there. I
No,
don't.
I-
What do you mean?
I love having you on here, Slushy. You know that. You know I love having you on here. Great points. Acid Train, go ahead. Make your pitch for Rabbit.
Well, it's still pretty early, and I think those conversations are just going to get more interesting and more interesting as the show goes along. So I think if you save me, it's going to get at least the third amount of interesting as it's going to get. So save me, and we shall do wonderful conversation together.
I'm fine with that
Aw.
going at this point, and me being alone with the chicks.
Well, I'm a
so
nice guy, right? I feel like
I'm good with that.
guy, you know.
There you go. There you go. And finally, Queen, you again, you rushed to get here. Give your best pitch. Why should Rabbit save you? Go ahead.
Well, if you save me, I'll stop putting lipstick on turtles, and essentially you'll be saving turtles.
Wow. Okay. So you're currently putting makeup on turtles. Excellent. Great fact for
do
chat
it
to
for
know.
the turtles.
Do it for the turtles. Listen,
Yeah.
great. Lots of really interesting arguments as to why you
I'll
should
stop,
save
I
them
promise.
individually. Rabbit,
Oh,
what we're putting the pressure back on you. The camera is back on you, Rabbit. You are the winner of this round, giving you the power to determine the fate of the way this show is going to go. Who do you want to save, and what's the reason behind it?
And FYI about me, my memory sucks. I have terrible short-term memory, so I can barely remember like most of the
What
stuff
we
you
said.
guys said. But the one that made the most impression on me was Slush.
Slushhead,
Aw.
congratulations.
Yeah.
Making the most impression. Slushhead, that means you are safe. You are moving on to the next round. Thank you, Rabbit. That's incredible.
Thank you, Rabbit.
Which means that we have a bottom 2. A bottom 2 of Acid
Me
Train
and acid.
and Queen.
Oh,
As I create this poll really quickly, do either one of you have anything you'd like to address to the chat room before they start voting for who to keep?
Chat knows how much I love them, so I love you, chat.
I love you too, Acid.
Okay.
Queenie, anything? Seems like a no. All right.
She
let's
seems like she's ready to murder turtles.
Yeah, she might
Yeah.
be getting ready to put makeup on turtles, everyone. Just heads up on that one.
Got that
pull up this
lipstick
turtle
ready.
and be like, I will put makeup on this turtle if you don't.
You can see it in her eyes.
All right, guys, voting
This
to
time I'll
keep
do eyeshadow.
Chat, you are voting for who you want to keep, who you want to push on to the next round. Remember, is between Acid Train, this handsome gentleman here, and Queenie, Queen of Hearts, or just Queen on the screen, this lovely looking lady right here. So get your votes in really quickly, and we're gonna go from there.
I can think of someone in chat who's gonna have a hard time right now.
Oh yeah, who's
they
that?
told me who their top 3 was the other day.
Oh yeah, is that King?
Yeah.
Yeah. King Bradley, the sponsor of today's stream, by the way, guys. Again, a $30 grand prize for whoever wins this, directly sent to your PayPal and or to a charity of your choosing. That's a decision you guys get to make. Personally, I recommend take the money, run with it. Go with it. That's that's just me. That's just me. Chat, you have about 10 more seconds. Get your votes in right here, right now, before it's too late. And with that, guys, I guess I'll just take a sip of my beer really quickly while we wait.
What you drinking there, Bloomer?
God damn it.
So today it's Captain's Log. It's Cameron's Brewing.
No,
Cameron's
Brewery.
Cute.
I like
Good, dude.
Can.
Oh my
Is there
lord!
any
What?
chance that I can head out to refill my my glass of
Yes.
wine?
Yeah, you're absolutely
while we're on
fine.
that topic.
You're
just
fine.
with you. when you
Acid.
come
What is that mug?
Emma,
That was
I'm gonna
so
need you
cool.
to go to the fridge and get me a beer.
Yeah,
man.
anyone who's not in the bottom two, feel free. You guys can go and do whatever you need to do. You
Yeah,
know,
this
it's
mug-
grade 3, guys. Go ahead. Just
That gives you all 8 glasses of water a day.
It actually it does, yeah. I got this mug from and Passeroni may actually know where this is. And at Lambert's Cafe down in Foley, yeah.
Yeah, that's so cool.
Home of the throwed rolls. So like you go and you eat there, and they bring around the sides to your table and all the meals and stuff to the side of the table. Well, they stand in the back and they hurl
That's
rolls
the
at
wrong
you.
link, bruh.
Yeah.
So they just chuck them at you. Yeah, it's really cool.
Oh,
I
thanks,
got
Brett.
this fancy
Thanks,
mug at my
Hey,
own
man,
merch
got
store.
you, bro.
all right.
Yeah.
Get some Keck W's and
Fix the website.
All right, guys. The voting is officially over. We have one of you moving on to the next round. We have one of you sadly being eliminated, taken out before your prime.
My prime is long gone.
Okay, maybe
What, are we
after
talking
your
about
prime.
Twitch
I guess we'll have to
Prime,
wait
or-
and see.
Well, I guess now they're past their prime.
Twitch Prime check in Twitch.
Way
shop.
past.
Twitch Prime check in Twitch shop.
Chat has voted. Chat has voted
My mic's falling apart. There we go.
at a vote of 69% to
Ooh,
31%.
good percent, dude.
Mm.
Good percent.
Good percentage.
It's
Yeah.
the sexiest percent we could ask for. I think
I
that's
would
pretty
agree with that
incredible.
statement,
Which makes
yeah.
sense when you look at these good-looking people, Acid and Queenie. Look at them. That makes sense, right? Rabbit's not here. Normally, I would harass her and ask her.
I am
oh,
here.
you are, Rabbit. Now that the voting is done, it's over. Who
Yes.
do you think? Who do you think chat's sending home? Which one? Just say a name. You don't even have to say a reason. Just a name.
I unfortunately think Queen.
All right, Queen.
Ooh.
Queen. How do you feel about that? Rabbit said that you are the one going home. Do you think that's realistic?
I probably deserve it.
These turtles have it coming to them.
Oh man!
Rabbit.
At a vote of 69 to 31%, Queen of Hearts.
Oh god.
Acid Train.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't watch.
Acid Train.
Uh,
I'm extremely surprised to say that
no.
after a massive win streak last week,
Oh shit. Oh shit.
He's doing it again.
you are safe. Congratulations.
Oh.
You are moving on. Queen of Hearts, I'm sorry to say that you are the one who's been eliminated. Let's
It's
friend
okay.
zone you on the
Sorry,
way out.
Queen.
Friend zone you on the way out.
Okay.
Queen of Hearts.
GG.
Give us a shout out, whatever you feel like promoting. Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, whatever. Where can we find you?
Just Instagram, Queen Plays, but thanks for having me on the show and thanks for voting me back in. Give me a chance to actually play. Can we play again later or no?
Well, when I say later, like not later today,
Like
but,
another time?
But
Yeah.
absolutely, Queen, literally, Discord, message me anytime. We'd love to get you back on. 100%.
Okay, cool.
It was nice to meet
Okay.
you.
Nice to meet all of
Yeah.
you.
Bye, Queen.
Nice meeting you,
Bye,
Queen.
you guys. Okay.
And we'll get a link to your Instagram in the channel as well. Actually, I'll do that in just a minute. Queen, thank you so much for being here. And
problem.
she's
Bye.
gone.
That was fucking
I mean, boom.
And
Hard
Acid,
kick.
congratulations.
Bloom just rips people from their prime.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he does.
fuck off, dude.
Listen, I gotta tell you, I didn't know Acid. That was looking close for you, to be honest, for a bit. But
Yeah, I'm scared now.
But there
Get
we
it under
go.
control.
Congratulations
Scared
to
you
you guys
guys.
for making the top seven. Top 7. So that's
Yay.
really amazing.
Yeah.
I've never been at top in my life. This is great.
Oh, thank
There we go.
Cheesy, thank you. Already
It's
had
not that
Queen
great,
Play's
honestly.
Instagram open. What
It's
a weird situation that Cheesy had that ready. Cheesy, thank you so much for that. Guys, there you go. There you go. We were still talking about relationships and sex, and I think there was a lot of
In the
still to be talked about there. So I wanna continue on with that. I'm gonna throw it to Acid Train while I start
Sure.
working on these straw polls and stuff. Acid Train, we talked about how different it is kind of now dating and relationships and all that, and when people are kind of willing to open whatever part of them they want to open up to people. How do you think that's changed over the last since you've been out of the dating scene? How do you think that's changed, and in a good way or a negative?
I wouldn't say good or negative. It's just different now. When I was, dating my wife, before we got married, we were together for a year before we got married. This December will be 16 years.
Aw,
we have-
congratulations.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
congratulations.
We have 2 beautiful daughters. One is about to be 12. Gosh, she's getting so old. And the other one will be 8 this year. So, just looking around now, just when I'm out and about, or at least when I was out and about before the crazy hit, it is a little different. It seems like when we were dating, it was less PDA, public display of affection, like, so to speak. Now I feel like people will just make out in Walmart. They'll just throw each other on
They
the
do that, and they
they'll
fucking
throw
like
each
here,
other
guys,
up and
seen
down
it
and just go at it, like it's crazy. But like, it's not just, hold hands or, cuddle at the movies or whatever. No, it's like straight up, let's go do it at the movies. Let's go, let's do this hardcore style. So it's different. I mean, people are going to do what they feel like doing. And, there's nothing good or bad with that. It's just different, and I don't think I could ever be single again. If something were to, knock on wood, if something tragically happened to either one of us, I don't think I could be single again. And I would probably not even get remarried or even hit the dating scene again, just because 1, I would be taking care of the kids, but 2, I ain't got the energy for it, guys.
It's hard.
I feel that. If
I was
anything
yeah,
happened to my
I
husband,
definitely feel
I
that
don't
too.
think I would ever remarry.
And it was hard to get
someone
back
who
on the
would
dating
want
scene after being
Yeah.
divorced. So
Like I could just see it just being rough. I don't have the energy for it. Plus, I mean, what happens when that next person, wants kids and you've already got kids? Or what if they want to move and you don't want to move? And it's just like, nope, I'm good. I'm old enough where I can say, like, I'm set in my ways. I'm not changing. And, I hate change. Change is bad.
There's only one thing I need to call you out on the whole thing, dude. You said you had 2 kids, but you have 3 because you technically take care of me every month as well. Don't forget about that, by the way.
That's true.
I'm looking forward
I have adopted
this stream
both.
on Monday.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Aw.
I have a question for everyone else on that. 'Cause obviously with Asta Train having kids and stuff, I've also seen a lot more people, at least in like my generation, because I'm 20, so I don't know about you guys. I'm Gen Z. There is a much larger group from what I've seen that have been vocal about the idea of not wanting to have kids, whereas it might have been before like that was just kind of the expectation. Where do we stand on like this
When
kind of-
me and my husband got married, we've been married for 4 years, and when we got married, we both thought originally that we would want kids. Because that was kind of like what we'd been raised with, was like, you get married and you have family and you have kids and you continue the cycle. And whenever I started to have some health issues, and my degree had to change, a bunch of stuff happened, we kind of like reevaluated what we wanted, and we realized we really don't want kids. And that's not to say that won't change in the future. Like, I'll be 26 in 10 days. My husband's 29. That could change in the future, but we don't see that changing. And so it was really uncomfortable, actually, like going to our families and being like, actually, we don't want kids. He just opened the door and goes, We're not having kids. Knock on wood. Okay. And like it was really uncomfortable to tell our parents and like his grandparents because they're very involved, and like so his grandma still sometimes will be like, so when we having babies? And we're like, never, Lana, never. And she's like, well, I want grandbabies. And we're like, you have like 12 from the other two.
Yeah.
Okay?
That's enough.
Yeah,
You're
pressure's
good.
off in that case.
It's
Yeah.
yeah, it's definitely a lot more
So how many
accepted.
siblings? How many siblings
like-
do you have in that case that have children?
Yeah, my sister is 4 years older than me, and she doesn't have any kids yet, but she's been having problems conceiving for about 3 years now.
Sorry
So
to hear.
that's but my brother is 9 years older than me, and he has 4 boys.
Wow.
Goodness.
Oh.
That's a
yeah.
handful, I bet.
Yeah, they're
Gosh.
great though. They're
I do
wonderful.
not want
But it's
boys.
like-
I was like, oh Lord, please don't give me boys.
I don't
I
even,
just-
I don't even want
don't
two
wanna deal with it.
dogs. 2 dogs is too much energy for me.
Oh,
4
yeah.
boys?
I have
Oh,
a-
my
children.
I mean,
But it's
me
like I
personally-
feel like
The-
it's a
the-
lot more
the-
accepted whenever I talk to people like under the age of 40, and people over the age of 40 I find have a harder time accepting whenever I'm like, oh, we're not going to have kids. They're like,
The
what?
overwhelming consensus
It's
normally is honestly
does
that,
not
like,
compute.
That mentality,
people-
though,
the
it
people
really
like
gets
our
to you.
age group now,
Oh, yeah.
like
Yeah.
like
for me
20, 30,
personally,
normally feel like
I mean,
pressured into having kids. Not pressured, but
yeah.
kind of like like assumed that you need to.
It's
have
there's
kids.
an expectation
yeah,
that it's
exactly,
like
because-
part of your like
I mean,
life.
going from
Cycle.
myself, my
Journey.
family
Yeah.
Catholic, and then my mother's like, when are you going to give me a kid? When are you going to give me a kid? And I'm like, look, I don't want kids. Like
That exact
it's
toxicity,
because
like
of the assumption
Yeah.
that you like this is like not required, but an expectation.
Yeah.
It's more off-putting than anything, honestly. And
Yeah.
it's just
Yeah.
I mean,
and
I
it's like
think
you're already
everybody-
having problems in the relationship. It's just salt to the wound.
Every
Oh,
of
God.
the
individual,
relationship.
every
Yeah.
And I-
single individual, male, female, or anything in between, has their right, human right, to decide what they want in their life, and it's simple.
Oh, for
If you
sure.
want kids, have
Yeah.
kids. If you don't. Like,
Don't.
And my
for the last
older
3
brother-
generations of my mother's side, I mean, both my great grandmother, my grandmother, and my mother, they had their first child when they were 20. And
Oh,
I have
wow.
one bigger brother. And already, like when I was 20, when I was engaged for the first time, or the second time actually, my dad was like, "Okay, when am I becoming a granddad?" I was like,
Yeah.
"Dad, come on! I mean, it will happen when it feels right." And here I am. I'm 32. I have been with my boyfriend for 2 years, and I mean, we've been talking about kids, but and my grandmother is not getting any younger, so I know that it would be really nice for like my future child to have a great grandmother, because I spent a lot of summers with my great grandmother when I was kid, but I know that probably won't happen, and it has to feel right. I mean, me and my boyfriend, we both have physical challenges, we've had financial challenges, and it just wouldn't feel right. I mean, we can barely have the energy to take care of ourselves. How should we
Yeah.
be able to give the kid what they need?
Well,
Yeah.
and that's the thing, like especially now, like I'm totally like focusing on like my own career, like outside of streaming, but like my actual like career, like in marketing and advertising. That's like what I do, like IRL, and like I don't even understand how I'd be able to fit a child into that right now. And like maybe like 5 years ago, if you asked me, I would have been like, yeah, I want 2 kids, like one for each hand. Like that's like what that thought process was. And then suddenly it became like, okay, maybe 1 kid. And now I'm like, I don't know, I'm kind of in between, because I also not only want to have like a certain quality of life for myself, but also for the child, and
Yeah.
finding
Yeah.
that balance is going to be hard. But I think what's really interesting about the COVID environment right now is like we've all been like working from home, and a lot of businesses I think are realizing that kind of environment is still kind of productive. So I'm almost hopeful that maybe it might end up being like, maybe we can have a kid because my boyfriend can stay at home for half of the week and work from home, and I can work for the other days, and then don't have to worry so much about daycare or something like that. Like
Yeah.
I think there's definitely like an interesting shift that way too. So there's way
Yeah.
more to consider now, and
Mhm.
like than there was like even just 10 years ago.
Well, I
I've
feel
had
like
very good friends of mine that has had their first children say like, if you want a kid, get a kid. I mean, I know you might not feel ready for it. I didn't feel ready for my first kid. But when you get that kid, you are there. You're tangling it, and I have not regretted it. And I'm like, yeah, sure, I hear you. It's still, something time consuming, it's energy consuming, it has to feel
Well,
like
on that note, I mean, I feel like the world's gotten in such a hurry. Like, there's just no time for it anymore. Like, people are just like, I'm so busy. I got to do this. I got to do that. I got to do this. And they're like, what am I gonna? We're gonna do this. I don't know.
Which makes it really off-putting in a way that a lot of people still look down on people who don't want to have children and look at them as not fully adult.
Or contributing to society.
I get that a
way.
lot from some older people, and I sometimes get that from my brother, even treating me like as if because I haven't had children that I'm not. I just don't understand.
Bring up another topic on that note. I know from some friends of mine's parents and stuff like that, and like other like toxic people in my life that are no longer in my life, kind of thing. There's a lot of things, and I don't know if this has changed in time. Like I'm baby, I'm young. I don't know how this has happened in previous generations and stuff. But there's a lot of people also that have a similar viewpoint of, if you don't have kids, like you're not doing something or other. There's a lot of people that also have that kind of viewpoint on people that adopt. And one thing that I have always said that if I ever did feel ready to have kids, I literally have no idea at this point. But I would feel personally more comfortable, like adopting a child, just because there are so many children who come from but their biological parents who can't look after them for whatever reason. And I think it's genuinely really, really sad that there is a lot of people that are older and have that kind of idea of if you don't have kids, then you're not doing it right, and there's just as many people that are like, if you don't adopt, like if you adopt children, then it's not the same. And I think that's really sad.
My sister has experienced a lot of that prejudice recently with her struggling to conceive and like looking into adoption as an avenue. Like she's received a lot of hate.
I think piggybacking off of that, Cricky, and anybody who doesn't want to have kids, but are all for, like, again, your siblings and stuff having kids. What about surrogacy? Would any of you, and I know me and Brit have no say in this at all, but would any of you ever consider carrying a child for a friend or a family member?
I have my egg frozen.
My sister.
Okay.
I have eggs frozen, which is probably kind of cringe for a lot of people, and I don't talk about it.
Shouldn't.
But I have like thyroid issues where I've had to have like surgery and stuff.
Yeah.
And that was one thing that I saved up for. It took me like 3 years to save up for because it was like $14,000.
It ain't cheap.
It's not.
It ain't cheap at all.
And if that doesn't work, then I would adopt. But
adoption is like almost more more of a mature act than giving birth because it's less selfish. Like if you're willing to take someone else's kid who's like kind of like in a worse, like from parents who are in a worse situation and can't afford to look after them, that's like a huge commitment. That's like you're going to be there for the rest of that person's life. You're going to basically be there. They're not like like it's giving somebody who otherwise would have maybe a bad life a great life.
Yeah,
like that's.
And that's expensive too.
If anybody adopts like that, they deserve like a round of applause and a pat on the back, honestly, because that's a great thing.
And adoption is a freaking process. It is hard. Like I worked with two people who, one of them she had adopted both of her children, and then the other one she worked in the foster system, and it was just like a nightmare to hear about. Like
it's crazy.
It's so difficult
like
to adopt, and
my mother was going to adopt because she had breast cancer and stuff, and she lost all like the reproductive kind of stuff through operations and stuff. And she was going to adopt because she always wanted a girl, right? Like for me to have a sister or whatever. And she gave birth, and it wasn't a baby. Let's just say it wasn't like it was a really horrible process and heartbreaking for her to go through. And then 2 years later, she actually did conceive a daughter. I have a sister now. She's 6 now. Today, actually, it's her birthday today. Happy birthday, sister. Which is like, it's a 21-year-old age gap from me, but she's always wanted a daughter. Like, so it's a huge thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I have a condition, an autoimmune condition, which causes me to, if I get pregnant, I have to go to regular ultrasounds because there's a chance that the fetus might develop a heart problem.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I'll have kids or not. Not yet, anyway.
Yeah, it's a super interesting conversation in all honesty, because like I think most of us at one point or another have to have this real conversation with ourselves and with our partner. What do you want? And obviously if partners have different viewpoints, it can be really tough. That's why, I mean, it was really good for myself. I'm lucky. It's funny with all this adoption talk that this is literally what I always said. Babies scare me, to be honest with you. A lot of my friends are having babies now, and they terrify me. I had someone who was like 6 days old. They got placed in my arm, and I'm just like, oh god, this baby's gonna jump out and like try and parachute down, and like
Spider-Man,
you know, like it's gonna they're gonna try and like
swing from
Spider-Man down, hit their head. It's gonna be all
I
me.
can kind of relate to that.
Yeah, so it terrified me, and it terrifies me for the idea of my own kids too. So I've always said I don't want kids. But if I turned, like, let's say I'm 33 right now. Let's say I turned 40, 45, and I realized, because there is, I mean, the truth is, and I mean, Acid, you could definitely comment on this. When you say, no, I'm not going to have kids, you are cutting out a large part of what could be like an amazing human experience. So I always said, though, that if I ever realized that I really regret that, I would just go the adoption route, and I'd try and find someone who's like 10, 12, whatever, already like probably too late for an adoption. Give that kid a real shot at an amazing life. That's
awesome.
That's always been my theory too.
Nice.
So
I mean, and that's why I'm like, I don't think it's remotely too late for us to like change our mind necessarily, because my mom, she had me when she was 38.
Yeah,
like,
there you go.
Wow.
Yeah.
The
You should definitely normalize this.
like-
It's not normal. I don't feel like it's normal to have kids when you're 20. Like, but that's what happens. You know what I mean? Like,
We
whatever people decide with whether they want kids to adopt or have a surrogate, whatever, it should all be normalized. Like, it doesn't matter at all.
Well, we looked at it this way when we had kids. You know, we had kids young. Early 20s. We looked at it this way. It's like, we're young. If we go ahead and have kids now, after they grow up, go to college, if they do that or whatever, and then we're empty nesters. We're not 80 years old and we can't move around after our kids leave. Man. So like when our kids are graduated and out of the house, I'll actually still be able to walk around and run around and do stuff, and we can travel or we can do whatever,
The LDR of the whole conversation is like the Twitch chat and everybody who's watching is, if you want kids, that's great, and if you don't, that's great too. Yeah, just do whatever you want to do.
Follow your
and then however you want to.
Don't let anybody tell you how to live your life. Just live your own life and have a great time doing it. And then
really quickly on that note, I want to interrupt just to say that is the end of the round, which means chat, you guys are voting once again. It is up to you to decide the fate of these different streamers, these incredible people that are joining me. Vote for who you want to keep. Remember, you are voting for who you want to keep on the show. And while chat is doing that, I'm just gonna run to the bathroom really quickly. You guys keep talking about whatever, and I'll be back in about 1 minute, and then we'll reveal the results.
We're just like tag and stuff like that. Like, I know I've said like, oh, obviously I'm really young or whatever and don't have experience. I also do have experience like caring for kids. Like I was before I started university, I was a carer, particularly for kids and teenagers that had like really severe learning disabilities. And like it was, I loved that job so much, and it genuinely gave me such a good like viewpoint, like meeting the parents and all the different types of parents and stuff that obviously had to like get that extra support for their kids, and like how incredible like a lot of parents like just are, you know what I mean? Yeah, and like while I've like made my point of like I have no idea whether I'm gonna like have kids one way or the other, whether that is like adopting or having kids of my own or just not having any at all. I think it's like I have so much respect for people that can like raise a human being.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a big commitment.
Yeah,
that's what made me want to like freeze eggs in the first place, because I knew like I was already having not bad health, it's just thyroid stuff. But that was one thing, my doctors and I went over, and that was a big decision because I was in a weird place like a year and a half ago. So, so if I didn't know, I wanted to have the option, and because that's such a big commitment.
It is. It's a lot.
It is, definitely.
Damn. Do the conversations usually get this like this?
No. Last time I wasn't. No, it wasn't.
Last time
it was like video game chat. Last time I was.
Sure.
Talk about life.
It's kind of
Life,
refreshing.
life is
I
good to
enjoy
talk
it.
about. Yeah,
Life, you guys know, like totally life, man.
Yeah.
totally.
Oh
Yeah.
man, life. Just staring at the stars and okay, sorry. Are we
Blue
done
went to
that?
the bathroom. He had to go.
You
Yeah,
know
can we have
what?
a lighter topic conversation next time, Bloomer? Thanks.
Yeah, totally. Guys, I'm calling the vote in 5, 4, 3, 2. It's officially done. It is officially done. I hope none of you are cheating and looking or voting or anything like that, because the vote, it doesn't matter. Your vote, if you vote now, chat, it doesn't matter. It literally has no implication on what is happening. We have a winner, and we do have a bottom 3. We do have a bottom 3 this time. Let's see how it goes. But first, before we do that, I'd like to take an opportunity to once again remind you guys that we do have a grand prize for the winner today only. $30 American heading to your PayPal directly, thanks to King Bradley one more time, the quote unquote sponsor of today's stream. Really appreciate that. I know that all let's do the math. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of you that are left want that $30. So let's bring the suspenseful music in and find out who's safe and who is in our bottom 3 for this round. Damn, I love that suspenseful music, chat. Damn, I love it. Cricky.
Oh, hi.
This is what happens when you're in the top left corner. You're picked on first very often. Cricky.
Oh,
She's top left.
Well, for me, yes.
Yeah.
Animal Crossing t-shirt. Bit of a Friends reference. The villagers. Whether it was the shirt, whether it was the personality, Cricky, you are safe. You have made it through to another round. Congratulations.
Yay.
Pasta. A crowd favorite early on. In the pre-show, was discussed as a potential winner of today's show.
It was a pre-show?
Well, the pre-show like 3 days ago.
It
was
very pre-show.
Yeah.
Very pre-show.
Wednesday's pre-show. You guys don't watch the Super Bowl? It goes on that one? No, okay. Pasta. You are in our bottom 3. I'm sorry to say you are not safe.
Oh.
You are not safe.
Damn.
Acid Train. Has done exceptionally well in the past, but then has found himself in the bottom 3 as recently as last round. Acid Train. Chat has spoken, and it appears they are on board with you having kids. You are safe. You are in through another
Good man,
round.
Acid. Good man.
You're in for another round. Let's go with Ball Brit TV.
Bye, guys. It was nice on you. I'm actually surprised it lasted this long.
Bald Brit TV.
Oh, come on.
Every time.
Every time I'm the first to go. This is impressive, actually. Like, legitimately.
The best he's ever done on the show to date.
Yay.
No one
That's
thought
as far
he'd
as
make
he
it this
goes.
far.
See you later.
No one
Bald
thought
Brit.
he'd make it this far, including himself. Bald
Big
Brit
true,
TV.
big true.
I am proud to say that you were correct. You are in the bottom 3. You are in the bottom
Oh man.
It was a matter of time. It was a matter of time.
Gosh.
Oh man.
I'm all gravy with that
Best
thing.
job you've done so far, Bloomer. That's so
Thank you.
good.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
I'm telling you, Bloomer lives for this. He lives for it. Look at him.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
does. He loves
He does
it.
enjoy
Guys,
this.
literally,
Why do you
Uh,
think
whole
it
nother level.
only from the chest up,
I
guys?
just-
You
I
cannot
just-
see it.
Did
I
you
just
see his
want
face when we were talking
8-hour
in the
streams.
round?
8-hour
He looked
streams.
so smirk.
8-hour streams of me just eliminating contestants. That's all
Yeah,
I want.
that's
Just
all he wants to
one at a
do.
time. Don't even listen to chat's opinions.
With
Just like,
20-minute
now you're gone.
rounds.
Now you're
Yeah,
gone.
worst round ever.
So he just has
Oh.
100 streamers in one thing, and like literally, there's not even rounds. He just decides that like I have a funny setup for you now, so I'm gonna get you.
Yeah.
That one's out. On to the next one. Let's go.
Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Jazzberry Jam. Jazzberry Jam.
Yes.
Not often seen on Twitch things, but one of the best karaoke partners that I've ever had the good fortune, the grace to have the opportunity to sing with. I believe it was Nickelback at the time. Nickelback,
Ooh,
yes.
yeah.
Classic
Nickelback.
Canadian
Oh,
classic.
yeah.
Nice
Yeah.
one.
We're- I don't even know if we were singing the same song. We were both just yelling lyrics, and it sounded like Jazzberry Jam. Chat has spoken. They have decided you are safe for another round. Congratulations.
Thank you,
Congratulations.
Chad.
Yay!
Leaving, I believe, Rabbit and Slushy to be our final two. One of you in the bottom three. One of you, the winner of this round.
Oh, shit, boys.
I'm very proud to say the winner of this round, the one who decides the fate of our bottom three, is not Slushhead. Slushhead, I'm sorry, you are in our bottom three. Rabbit, congratulations. That means you win another round. Wow. Rabbit, the come from behind is absolutely
so much,
doing
guys.
amazing.
Twitch chat has a problem with goth, eh? Like,
Apparently.
when people like, if you listen to metal, you're fucked. That's what Twitch
Shut
chat
up,
says.
metal's the best
No.
genre.
I know it
It
is.
is
Twitch chat
great.
don't think it
Pretty
is.
great.
I listen to Happy Hardcore, by the way, Twitch chat, love you.
All right, Rabbit, once again, the power is in your hands. Pasta, Bald Brit, and Slushy each gonna have an opportunity to explain why you should save them. You'll have the power to veto chat's vote and save one of those three. Let's go ahead. Let's start this time with Pasta. Pasta, take it away. Why should Rabbit save you?
Well, my curtain fell down. I could really use that $30 to replace my curtain.
That's fair. That's fair. Excellent. Excellent. I like that. Bald Brit TV, what's the reason? Why should you be saved?
Because I appreciate this experience, and I'm taking a more mature approach to this, and I think it's good to have a very weird, distinctive, different outlook and a perspective on a conversation. And I'm still drinking energy drinks, so like shit's only gonna get weirder if you keep me in. It's gonna be a great time, I think.
Shit getting weirder.
I can see that.
A
Yes.
great analogy for.
Well, and the
Bald Brit.
male to female balance is probably a good thing too.
Okay, and then finally, guys, the lovely Slushy. Slushy, what's the reason?
I think that like kind of to reiterate my other point, like I have a lot of interesting like questions and points to bring up and things like that I really enjoy talking about stuff. I'm hoping that the conversation does get a bit lighter. But I just genuinely really enjoy being here and being able to ask questions and give my perspective on different things. I know it's probably like a long shot because you saved me last time, obviously, and I don't want to be like greedy to be like save me again. But like, you know what I mean. Like I'm having a really good time talking about things and bringing points up.
I love it. I love it, and I always love the enthusiasm to be on the show. Rabbit, I'll tell you right now. At this point, you and I it's just you and me talking. Don't worry about the rest of them.
Okay.
Rabbit, at this point, you're getting into the nitty gritty of the show. Just to be honest with you, the rounds start going a little bit quicker.
Yeah.
Everything
okay.
like you have made it into that next area that like really it's almost like the tribes have merged on Survivor. You know what I mean? Like we're at that point now. We're getting to the
I don't really watch
nitty-gritty.
Survivor, but okay.
It's okay. It's just an analogy. It's totally fine. This point, you have to decide not only who you think is creating great content, but you also have to start thinking about a little bit of strategy. Who do you think chat is going to save versus who are they going to get rid of? You want to think about down the road, if someone else gets first, are they going to save you? All these things going through your mind right now, going through your head. Rabbit, who are you going to save out of those bottom three and why? Go ahead.
I would like to say Bald Brit.
Bald Brit TV. Congratulations. You have been saved, Bald Brit. You are no
And
longer in jeopardy. You're no longer in jeopardy. Rabbit, what's the reason?
My reason for that is just because this is the furthest he has gotten in this competition.
There you go.
And I'm really beautiful.
And that's a good reason.
And he's very beautiful. He likes to point
Thank you,
out.
Blimmer.
All right. Excellent job. Congratulations, Bald Brit. Meaning, wow. One of the two favorites prior to the show, one of the two heavy hitters being.
When am I
taken out
ever a
this
favorite,
round.
Bloomer?
Slushy,
It's
you're
easy.
every day I ever see you in my life, you're a favorite. Don't ever forget that. Who to keep, guys? Pasta versus Slushy. Do either one of you have anything you'd like to say to chat before I post this poll for them, and you guys can then try and sway the public opinion in your favor. Go ahead, either one of you.
I mean, I'm vibing. This is coffee, but there's something else in it, so I'm good either way. You all see me smile a little bit more. I'm like, woo!
There we go, and there's Slushy with the wine.
Yeah, I'm a bougie Brit. I have also representation of the British. Do you know what I mean? Like there's only one other person in here, and he just got saved as well. So I think we're kind of in danger here. I don't know.
An endangered species of sorts.
An endangered on this stream at least. Yeah, I think I said majority of what I wanted to say to Rabbit. I just like talking, so if you want me to continue, I'll continue. But like, I won't talk your ears off.
You know, if it was up to me, I want you both to know I would save both of you, and we would just continue the stream going this way. You'd all win the $30. However, that is not the way Content Roulette works. No matter how badly we wish it was, the truth is one of you is going to be eliminated at the end of this round. And chat, you have approximately 15 seconds left to get your votes in. So do it right now if you can hear my voice and you have not yet voted. Do it. There you go. One more time in the chat. It is that one link that got spammed about 30 times. Just click any one of it. It doesn't matter which one. And then from there, guys, get your votes in. It is getting closer and further away and closer. And we'll have to wait and see. Let's go ahead. Who can we put on the spot? You know what? We haven't talked to Cricky awkwardly on the spot yet. Cricky. Between Slushy and Pasta, who do you foresee going home? Who do you think's going home at the end of this round? Just the name. You don't have to give a reason, unless you want to.
That's hard to say, but only because of the way it's been trending. I think Slush may go.
Okay. Slushy may go because of trends, guys. Twitter trends.
I
Jazzberry.
don't conform to trends. Have you not noticed my aesthetic? Excuse me.
I want to ask Jazzberry as well. Jazzberry, who do you think? Which one's going home?
I understand the trends perspective, but I feel like maybe Slush had more opportunity to contribute to the conversation, so there's maybe more for chat to go off of there. Okay. So it might be Pasta.
I'm sorry, I'm polite. I let people talk, okay? I'm just kidding.
Are you saying I'm not polite?
I'm just saying you talk a lot. You talk so much.
She's defending herself. No worries.
Chat,
I'm just saying
vote is over in 5, 4, 3, now. The vote is over. The vote has been locked in. It is official. And with that, once again, the suspenseful music enters into the chat room. Let's bring you guys down here. Who was it? It was Slushy and Pasta. Boom. Done. Pastaroni. How are you feeling right now?
I'm vibing.
You're vibing. I like it. Yeah. Slushy, how are you feeling at the moment?
I'm alright.
Aight. You aight.
I'm aight.
That's good.
I'm alright, bro.
That's good. One of you shouldn't be aight or vibing. One of you is about to be absolutely humiliated and friend zoned in front of all your closest acquaintances. That's right. Bloomer's
Shade.
chat. Bloomer's chat. All your closest acquaintances. At a vote of 73% to 27%, one of you has been saved by chat.
Saved by Chad.
Pastaroni. Slushhead.
Hello.
Thank you both for being on the show once again. I appreciate it. And $30 grand prize out of reach for one of you in just a moment. One of you still in here, still waiting to find more friends and family to come and just slam the stream with votes for you. The person moving on to the next round is Slushhead. Congratulations, Slushhead. You have made it to the next round. Pastaroni, sadly, that means that chat has decided to go ahead and drop a friend zone on you.
That's okay. And Slush, I'm just kidding. You talked about anything. You had great topic. I saw your face drop, and I was like, oh, I didn't really mean to hurt her. Oh. I really like you. I think you're amazing. I was just joking with you.
Pastoroni, that we love you. We appreciate you for being here. Give yourself a shout out real quickly if you don't mind.
If there's any comfort, Pastoroni, you actually impacted me the most this round.
Aw, that's so nice.
Well,
sweetheart.
You're a winner, baby.
You can just follow me on Twitch, and I'm actually raising money for charity this month. So
Nice.
if that's like your thing, come
Which
by.
charity?
Awesome.
I'm actually doing 2 Colors of Change and then the Trevor Project. So it's all month long.
Amazing.
So,
Amazing.
yeah,
And we can find you on twitch.tv/Pastoroni
Pastoroni
Ravioli.
Ravioli.
If I could get a mod to give a shout out, please and thank you. I don't know where
I'm
they're
not doing
at.
it this
So
time.
maybe potentially, Pasta, if you get a chance, even just say something in chat, and then everybody can just drop you a follow that way. That would be amazing. Thank you so much.
Love you
there
guys.
you go.
Thank
M1.
you so
Thank you.
much.
Thank you.
Good
And
job, M1.
with that, Pasta, better luck next time. We'll see you later.
Take care.
And guys, with that, the top 6 has been established. Congratulations. You have made it through 3 difficult rounds, 3 very difficult rounds. Feel good about that. Let me go ahead. I'm going to leave this up to you guys. Do you guys want to continue talking about the conversation you were on, or do you want us to spin the wheel of content?
Let's lighten it up. Spin that shit.
Spin the wheel.
Spin the wheel.
Chat.
You spent so much work on the wheel. Let's see it.
It's true. The amount of work I put in this wheel. Let's go ahead and check it out, guys. Let's check it out. The wheel is spinning, and watch, it'll probably be the same one. No, ooh, that's right on the line of health and gender, believe it or not. So let's open it up to really wherever you guys want to bring this. But let's go. Let me bring up my thing. Let's see if there's something that's right in the middle between those two. You know what? It's not in the middle of those two, but let's go with this. I want to talk about gender because we've had a lot of females on the show today. A couple of the gentlemen still alive and well. As streamers, I want to find out, do you find it different to be a streamer as a male versus a female, or a female versus a male? What do you think are the benefits? What do you think are the negatives on both sides? Go ahead.
How the fuck are we going to answer that? Because I've never been a female.
Well, 2020. Bro.
You know, I've heard that there is a lot of trouble for female streamers. I have not experienced much like extreme harassment yet, but there are some that comes into the stream chat and like, hey, nice boobs, yeah, shove it in my face, yeah, I'm gonna take my dick and shove it so hard up your bum bum bum, hoo-ha, and you some stuff like that.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's just not nice, guys. I mean, we try our best to put out these chat rules for a reason. We tell you, please show respect. Come into our chat. We are welcoming everyone that comes into our chat and wants to watch our stream and have a good time, but don't come into the chat and just...
That's a definite fact. Like, females definitely have it harder on Twitch. Like, a lot of the consensus from a male's point of view, I'm speaking generally here, a lot of males think girls have it easy. They're going to get easy subs. They've got tits. They're going to have easy subs. They're going to be a millionaire in a week. It's not the case. Like, if you actually go on a small female, like, you know, a small female's Twitch channel, the amount of abuse that they have to go through sometimes is actually insane. Like, I'm a mod for 1 or 2 smaller female streamers, and I lurk in a few like channels and whatever. And honestly, the amount of complete dickheads that you get in these chats, like it's like, dude, go to fucking chat a bit or some shit. Like, these people don't need this shit, you know. Whereas like you come in my channel and you try and ask me for my tits, I'm like, yeah, fuck yeah, sure, man. Like, add me on premium Snapchat, like.
I think that like I think that it's like not necessarily that women have it harder, but we have a different set of issues than men do on Twitch. Like, men still obviously deal with trolls and a bunch of bullshit like anyone else does, but they have their own issues that they also have to deal with that maybe women don't have to deal with. But definitely an issue with like people coming in with really inappropriate sexual things or coming at you to attack you, not even in a sexual way, but specifically attacking features and traits about you because you are a woman, and they think it will have the greatest effect. So making body comments or like if they notice a feature that they think maybe they may be self-conscious about, like super heavy on that. Or like, I mean, I've had people come in and say crazy shit. I had some like like crazy shit that you're just like, what? Like, who hurt you? Like, I had someone come in and ask. I was doing a moving stream from my old apartment, and I was wrapping dishes and just chatting and just like hanging out. And someone came in and was like, "So does your face look like that because you're a failed coat hanger abortion?" Oof. And I was like, "Actually, it's because I fell down the stairs." And they were like, they left immediately because that was no fun for them.
What are they going to say?
What else are they going to say? Like,
enough, right?
Yeah, I didn't get hurt enough, so they didn't know what to do. But it's like, it's definitely something that it shouldn't happen at all, but it is something that has to be taken into consideration whenever you put yourself on the internet.
And with that, I will say, and I think, was it Miller Lite who did the mod commercial? I would like to shout out all of our mods. I don't know who y'all's mods are, but like my mods are awesome. Like they will take care of that immediately. Like it is crazy. Like sometimes I even miss it, and I'm like, oh, what just happened? And they're like, don't worry about it. I'm like, okay, so, and I'll just keep going. So shout out to the mods, guys. Thank y'all. Whoever for all of our channels, we really appreciate you.
Awesome,
True story. Definitely, anyone who streams can definitely say that.
Yeah, I was gonna say like oh no.
Go ahead, Jasper.
No problem. I was gonna say like based on like my own personal experience, I don't get like too much hate in the sense that like they're coming and attacking like physical attributes or things like that. But I find like maybe sometimes the way that like some other like male like content creators will speak to me like almost like in a mansplaining sort of manner, so they might think that like I can't follow along with like the same terminology about like gameplay and like involvement in like, you know, setups and stuff like that. So I think that's kind of like the other side of it that like I've personally experienced. I don't get too much hate, but like honestly most of the toxicity I get is really just in game more than anything, not necessarily like through Twitch. And yeah, mods have been super helpful otherwise, but yeah, I just maybe it's like a different like level of respect sometimes, or sometimes I kind of have to be like, oh, so you mean this? And they're like, oh yeah, so you know what that is. Like,
I mean, like on that point in particular, I've been streaming for like a good number of years now, and I think this like it might potentially say quite a lot on the subject. I specifically don't stream games that I know I'm good at. And it sounds really weird, but like I don't stream games that I have a lot of years like playing and like a lot of good information and stuff about how to play it, because the thing is I know someone's gonna come in and be like, oh, this is your rank? Oh, you were carried, or oh, did your boyfriend get you to this rank? Or
wow.
All that kind of thing. Like it's almost like the I think some people deal with it in the opposite way, where it's like, oh, I have to do things that I'm good at to like get away from that stereotype of girls that know like how to play games, because it's a horrible stereotype that is still really, really common in like this day and age, which is stupid.
I think it's like a male stereotype that males made up towards females because they feel insecure of their own skills, like coming from a male. Honestly,
I lost
100%.
large group of friends that I made early on when I started streaming and everything. I had really positive growth, and I had people that I thought I was like becoming good friends with, and we were like all chill until it was revealed to me that several of them had been talking together, basically talking trash about how the only reason I had growth and they didn't is because I'm a female and they're male. And I was like, well, we're not friends anymore. Sorry, like you're like tits up and struggling because you're not even producing content. Like they're sitting there completely silent, not talking to anyone because there's no one there to talk to, and so they just stop
talking
content. They just stop talking, and I'm just like I've like would try to like give them tips and like pointers, and they just didn't fucking care. They just wanted.
It takes a special person to really work and I'm gonna actually, I don't know if any of you guys know Geeksay. I'm gonna use him as an example. He has worked his ass off from where he started with his crappy laptop to where he is now, streaming to hundreds and hundreds of people, probably thousands now of people. The other day, I think he streamed for 24 hours. He had his sub goal in the corner, and it was over 2,000 subs. I'm like, and I knew him. I'm one of his founders in his chat, and he has worked tirelessly. I mean, he has done all nighters and YouTubing and Twitter and just everything. And just from watching him grow as a streamer, I can confidently say that it takes more than just if you are a guy or a girl. It takes real crazy commitment.
It
so
does.
Yeah, it does.
A counterpoint to that, though, and I feel like I might get people that are like potentially a little bit angry at me for saying this, though. It is a lot easier if you do the right thing as a girl to make money from Twitch. And like hear me out on this and stuff like that. This isn't me generalizing or trying to put down anyone like at all. But I know for a fact that when I was in kind of like my like height of viewers and stuff like that, if I know I was struggling for rent for the month, or if I wasn't getting enough art commissions and stuff for me to be able to pay for food or anything like that, I knew without a doubt I could go on Twitch and do something like a cosplay stream, or like do like an IRL chat rather than playing a video game, because I knew for a fact that I am far more likely to get more viewers, more subs, and more donations doing so than if I weren't. And that's an opportunity and stuff that let's be honest, blokes on Twitch can't capitalize on. And is that promoting something that's like potentially like toxic and negative on Twitch? Probably yes.
I don't think so.
But
I think it's playing to your strength. Everybody should play to the strengths, because Twitch right now is oversaturated to fuck. There's millions of streamers on Twitch. You have to play whatever strength you have to try and succeed. So I don't think that's toxic at all. Like I can speak, like almost on behalf of Slushhead and myself in saying that we're British. We don't have any issue communicating to anybody. We're not shy. We don't really give a fuck. You just speak. Like, I could do IRL. I could speak about anything all day. Like, and that's a strength that like maybe we have, but other people have different strengths. And if you're going to play to your strengths in order to grow, or if it's something you're passionate about and want to grow, and you're going to use your strengths to achieve that, then there's nothing toxic about that. That's just a smart play, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think the toxicity comes a lot from people who do play to their advantages, but then say that it's not because of that.
Yeah, right. But if you admit, like, I am doing this because of this, that's
exactly. Like it's one thing to like when I do
sorry ladies, I'm just investing.
As Britt takes off the sweatshirt, he's like, oh, let me just go ahead and
different. I get different viewers for different things, and it's like if I'm hurting for views, it seems like I might switch to something that I know gets more views. You know, like just like, you know, someone like a woman may dress a certain way to get more views. If that's what she wants to do, then she can play to those strengths. But don't lie and say I am not a titty streamer when you're sitting there with no bra and your boobs literally hanging out completely. Like, you are using that to your advantage. Like, I'm not saying you're a bad person for it, but don't lie and say you're not using that to your advantage.
Like honestly,
that's
guys,
where the toxicity
people,
comes
if I had tits, I would openly be a titty streamer. I'd just be like, get up here, like push a bra up to my head. I'd be like, you like my tits? Up to me.
I mean,
up to me. Like that's what I'd be like.
I have a friend who does beach streams and kayaking streams and pool streams, and like that's what she does. She does IRL streams. She's in a bikini pretty much all the time, and that is allowed on Twitch through their rules. Like, she's following the rules, and she also isn't going to tell you like she's not going to be like, oh, I get my views 100% because of my personality. She's like, no, I get some of my views because I'm running around in a swimsuit with my giant boobs. Facts. Like,
I mean, I don't know if any of you guys follow WoW streamers or anything.
Later, by the way.
Bloomers, what channel is this?
Shout out in the chat, please. No.
I don't know if you guys follow any WoW streamers, but there's a guy called Score. He's a guild master of the world's best guild currently.
Yeah.
His missus does body art streaming, like, you know, like body painting and stuff. So she actually has her tits out. I mean, just like with nipple pasties on or whatever, you know, and then body painting shit. And she always gets trolls like, "Oh, you're going to get banned for this." I say, "No, I'm not, dude. Like, it's literally art, right?"
Chat, I'm going to tell you guys. Get the vote going. You're voting for who you want to keep. Who you want to keep, guys. I'm going to let them keep going.
To other people's.
Yeah, I'm part of the body paint community, and it's like a big issue with trolls coming in being like, "You're naked," and it's like, actually, no. Read the Twitch guidelines. It lays out exactly how much coverage you have to have before you ever start the stream.
It does, yeah.
You're literally wearing a latex bra essentially that has been painted over. Like, it is covering just as much as a swimsuit or a bra or anything else. Like, it's just a more complete outline that you can see. But that would be no different than wearing something that's very form fitting in the first place.
I am curious, Cricky, do you find that you do get increased, not just traffic, but more specifically trollish traffic when you are doing a body paint stream, as opposed to, you know, even if you're just hanging out with like your pre-420 stream or any of your video game streams?
I found that a lot back in the day before they had the beauty and body paint channel. Back whenever we had to stream in IRL or creative or just chatting. But since they came up with that channel, a lot of people don't like streaming in it because they don't get enough traffic, they say. But they've been trying to like pick up traffic with it. Like Kay Pike, she did all of her beauty streams in it for the whole month in that channel, and that channel has a lot better community and a lot less trolls showing up, I would say.
I rated a body painter today after my makeup stream that I did earlier, and she had a follower only, and I was like, oh, that's too bad. I mean, I'm rating with good people and they're not able to chat. So I followed her and I told her, and she was like, yeah, you know, I just do that because I don't want any unnecessary comments, and I get it. I totally get it. I mean, you're standing there basically topless, but you just have your pasties on. Of course, there's gonna come in douchebags who's like, "Hey,
I don't know. You'll be surprised because there's been, and Bloomer can like attest to this, and probably Acid as well. Both being mods on my channel. I stream sometimes with nipple pasties on. I have my t-shirt off and literally just have my nipples covered, and I just sit and stream. I don't give a fuck. I don't know where they are right now, but I literally just take my shirt off and I'll just stream with like little love heart diamante. Like nipple pasties on.
I'm gonna go ahead and cut the conversation right there, guys. The vote has come through on that visual image for everyone.
With the pasties.
I'm sorry.
Do they have tassels? Do you have nice tassel ones?
No, I don't have tassels yet.
Well,
Get this man some tassels.
Yeah, donate to me. Give me some tassels, boys.
Could I go and make myself another drink?
Beef. Yeah, go ahead. Actually,
yeah. You might as well make 3.
We'll wait till the end.
Yeah, you'll be here a while.
Yeah, you're
well,
fine.
if we do 3, the ice will melt and they will become warm before I drink them. So no.
This is true. Rabbit, go ahead. We'll wait to reveal your part of this when you come back. So
awesome. I'll be right back.
Go fast. And for the rest of you. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I mean, like, I don't know if it's gonna actually contribute. Like, it doesn't matter if it contributes to the vote or anything like that. But like on that topic of conversation, just to add to it and stuff, like, Bloomer, you've seen my Instagram. I don't know if anyone else has.
I have. You showed me it. It's great. I like it a lot.
Thanks. But while I'm not in the body painting community or anything like that, I have been a pole dancer for the last couple of years of my life. So I am like no stranger to wearing a smaller amount of clothing, if that makes sense, on the internet. And like the way I look at it with like pole dancing and stuff is almost like similar to body painting, because even though you have a lot of body exposed, like it's necessary for like the art, like literally like the dancing and stuff. Like you need it
for the
to be able to get the grip on the pole and things like that, right?
And personally, I love when Slushy lets her artistic side out. Like that's just my own personal feelings on that one, guys.
On a serious note, though, doing pole dancing, dude, it takes a lot of serious talent to do. Because I tried it, like, and like I used to be pretty strong, and I tried to do that thing where like you kind of like get up and your legs like bent around, you hang from your leg and shit, and I was like sliding down and burning my leg off, and it was like a whole thing, and I was like, how the fuck? Like, I guess I'm just too fat or something. I don't know, but like, oh my god,
like it is a lot, and I'm really disappointed that I haven't been able to do it at the moment because of health issues. But it's something that I really love, and the fact that there's a big portion of people that will look at it only for the sake of, haha, it's a girl wearing a little amount of clothes and not appreciating like how much time I've spent choreographing the routine, or how much strength I've had to build up in my body to be able to do it, and all that kind of thing.
The physical strength that it takes to do that is actually insane.
And
it's
the
nuts.
thing that blows my mind is people who can't appreciate it for that. When I'm like, they're not in the process of stripping at the same time. What's your deal? Like, how can you not look past the idea that this usually is someone stripping?
Yeah.
Like they're so mentally blocked by that concept that they can't see.
Yeah. Like I used to get, when I was a goth, I used to do pyromancy, so I used to play with fireflies.
Yeah, I've done fire dancing. I've done fire dancing.
Yeah. So I used to play with fireflies a lot, and a lot of people used to assume, oh, you're just doing that to get attention or whatever. I mean, no, I'm doing it because it's fucking awesome. Like, it's really hard to do without burning yourself or some shit.
Did you do
I really wanted to
fans
get
or
I did fans and strings. I did both.
I'm back.
Welcome
Oh, you
back.
did. Oh, nice strings. So yeah, cool. I only ever did staff training with like the.
I couldn't. I used to train with bow staff, but I never tried it with
Guys, I'm going to interrupt because now that everyone's back, this round ended like 7 minutes ago. So the suspenseful music. Chat has voted again with only 6 of you remaining. There is a bottom 3 and there is a winner to this round. Let's go ahead and let's start things off. This time, you know what? We've always been starting in the top left. Poor Cricky, always on the spot. Let's start bottom right. Jazzberry Jam. Jazzberry.
Thank you.
Let's rush through this one. Jazzberry,
Yes.
you are not safe. You are in our bottom 3 this round. Watch out.
Dun, dun, dun.
Let's go up to Acid Train. Acid Train. Handsome as ever. Acid Train. Congratulations, you are safe. You are safe.
Yes, that's it.
Let's go ahead with Baldbrit TV. Baldbrit TV,
Hello, Squire.
you are not safe. You are in our bottom 3.
Damn right.
He's really
Owning
excited
it.
about
He's
that.
owning it.
Hell yeah, bro. Nice.
I knew
nice.
it was happening, so I mean, I'm just chilling. Like I knew it was gonna happen, bro.
Rabbit.
Yeah.
People are nuts, bro.
The suspense. A new drink at the ready. Was it for not? Drinking
For
while
not.
she watches the stream, possibly? Or maybe Rabbit was the winner of this round once again. Congratulations, Rabbit.
Holy
Whoa.
Congratulations.
Goodness.
Which leaves us
Thank you.
with Cricky and Slushhead. One of you safe, one of you in the bottom 3. Cricky, Slushy, 2 incredible people.
Cricky's face.
I would say good things about
I
both
can't
of you,
do that.
off and on stream. But for now, I get to say good things, or at least chat gets to say good things about Cricky. Congratulations, Cricky. You are making it on to the next round. Slushy, sadly, that does mean you are in our bottom 3, along with Jazzberry and Baldbrit. Oh, look, almost perfect. There we go. All right, so Rabbit, it seems like I'm having this conversation with you pretty frequently, but we're gonna have it one more time.
Yeah.
You are, by being the winner of this round, you are gonna be the one that determines which of those 3 is saved. Before you do, of course, we're gonna look at them and we're gonna ask what they bring to the channel, why you should save them. Let's start this time with Jazzberry. Jazzberry, go right ahead.
Thank you. I haven't been saved yet, so it'd be nice to experience that. But I have a lot of love to still give, and I'm having a really good time, and I don't want it to end. So, pretty please save me.
There you go. Let's hear. He keeps talking in the channel, even though he's not supposed to.
I did. That wasn't me. That was my
Baldbrit
brother, dude.
TV, everyone. Baldbrit TV. What's the
I'm here,
reason?
dude.
What a
reason?
cheater!
What's the reason that Rabbit should save you?
Easy, dude. If you keep me in, I'll drink this can of alcohol in 3 seconds, and you're gonna have the time of your fucking live Twitch chat and everybody else.
Oh my.
And
He's ready to go.
And
Let's
finally,
go, dude.
Slushy, lovely
My vote.
Slushy. What is the reason that Rabbit should save you?
I'm just having like saying the same thing over and over again. I'm calling this. I'm like honestly a little frustrated that I haven't been able to stream for the last few months. Otherwise, I might have a few more people like in chat that are like on my side. But like, it's whatever. I'm.
It's whatever, as she said.
I mean, like I said, like I wish I'm having a really good time. I'm enjoying being able to chat consistently. It's just a bit of a shame that I don't have a particularly big following behind me.
That's all right. Listen, we're all at our own stages, and we all have our different people here. Trust me, I'm so glad that I'm the host because I'd be the first one voted off every
Yeah, the issue is
episode.
my people. Your people.
Everyone knows this. Everyone knows this.
Oh.
The power back in your hand, Rabbit. Let's hear your let's talk this one through, you and me, before you say who it is that you're gonna save. Like, where's your head at right now? What is your strategy here as you move forward with who to save?
I'm trying to remember what they said this round, first of all.
Okay.
Because usually the person that I pick has said something that made a special impression to me. But as of now, I can't really remember anything of the three that has impacted me, any in particular. So that makes it a little bit difficult. So then I have to kind of go on what kind of feeling does these people give me, you know, from what we've talked about and how I've been feeling towards them through these rounds we've had so far. So, but right now, I am going for Jazzberry Jam.
Jazzberry
Thanks, Rabbit.
Jam being
Thank
saved. Congratulations, you are through to the next round, Jazzberry. You know, go ahead and get yourself a drink, feel good, do all the things you need to do. As we
Cheers.
now are, let's go ahead. Let's bring you
Cheers,
there.
Rabbit.
Let's bring you there. I think that's my bottom two. Excellent. Slushy, Bald Brit.
Hi.
The two, the last two once again here. Bald Brit. There we go. Sorry, I'm not good at multitasking. Talking and typing is not my strong suit. Do either of you have anything you need to say to chat before they begin this vote?
I want to say, I've been here since Bloomer started streaming. I was in the top maybe 20 followers of his stream. I've seen him through his highs and his lows. He was there to see me get engaged. I was there to see most of you through your highs and lows. And I'd appreciate staying on with my good friend Acid and riding this out like the best surfing wave in Hawaii, dude. Just keep me in, bros. Like, you know you want to. I mean,
a nice passionate speech from Ball Brit. Slushy, what have you got for us?
I do not have a passionate speech like that. Let me tell you. Closest I got to that is that Bloomer thinks I'm cute. So, I don't know.
Well, she's not wrong, chat. With that, let's go ahead and get the vote going.
Bloomer likes to keep cute female friends. That's what he does. He keeps them.
He collects them. We're like Pokemon.
You may notice that it was like six cute females and then 3 dudes. That was the split on today's stream. And they were,
I think it's because Bloomer didn't want competition for himself, so he kept the male ratio a little lower.
I mean, you say that. I know Acid Trash is Acid Train is a married man. But hello, Acid Trash. Hello.
Oh, love you too.
I can't talk. I've had like half a bottle of wine at this point. It's fine. No, he's a married man, but like I would argue.
fuck you, cheesy.
I'm just saying,
Sorry.
like he's a pretty cute fella. Like, if Bloomer didn't want competition, then
this is true.
Shouldn't have brought
This is-
Aspen.
All right.
Chat.
Go, dude.
It is so close. I'm giving
Wow.
a last
All right.
15 seconds
mate.
here.
Come on,
I-
Jack, let's go!
I
He's
cannot
getting
believe how
desperate.
close
Go,
this is.
Jack.
I
Come
can't
on.
believe how close it is, guys. It is back and forth. It
Someone
could go
is
either
hyped.
way. Last 10 seconds, chat. Get your vote in right now if you haven't yet. If you have not gotten
It's all
your
that
vote
energy drinks.
right here, right now. Lizzie, thank you for
Chat,
spamming that.
So many energy drinks.
See your D, bro. Like, that's what's gonna happen, you know.
It
what I'm
is.
saying, bro. Get him in.
It could
Get
not
him in,
be.
chat.
It could
If you
not
haven't
be any
voted, vote
closer.
right now, bros. Come on.
It could not
Either
be
or,
any
either or,
closer.
boys. Come on, dude.
Wow. Back and forth. I
Come
gotta
on,
tell you guys.
chat.
Like, this is
Go!
why I was gonna call it 3 separate times, and I want you guys to know something.
Go, dude.
It has gone
Come
back
on,
and
baby.
forth,
Let's go,
back
chat.
and forth. One of you ahead of the other. It really comes down to when I call
Can
it
we
is
do-
gonna be who
Yeah.
wins.
Can we
Come
do
on.
one of those like RuPaul things where they get to say both of them at the same you know,
Come
for,
on, dude.
Have-
for
Right
like
now.
once
You won't do
during
it.
the
Have
thing,
a
we do another
fake round.
Lip sync for your life!
Just
Let's
have
speak for
a
your life.
I will gift sub Bloomer
Have-
20 subs if I win.
wow.
Oh.
Wow. Wait, win this round or win the
Yeah, win
win
this
the
round,
whole
win
thing?
this
Excuse
Well,
me,
you're gonna
pay
spend
to
the
win?
payment
If I
on
win
that.
this
Is
round,
this
I'll
pay to
gift
win?
sub you 20
It's paid to
I
win.
am poor.
20
I am
subs.
starving up.
Twenty
We're
subs
trying to
right
make
now.
sure pay to win.
Stop.
Guys, if I win 20 subs, gift subs. If you're not subbed, you might have a chance to win it. Let's go, bros.
Chat, I'm
So that
calling
$30
it.
Not doing this
Hold
pay
on,
to
Hold
win.
hold on,
winning.
everyone,
It's
everyone,
gone.
everyone, 1 second. Wait. I'm calling it officially, wherever it lands, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The vote is over. It is over. It is done. Your vote no longer matters, chat. It is already official. let me go ahead and tell you guys, this was, without a doubt, the closest vote we've had today. By far. I'll even go ahead and tell you.
Nervous?
I'm even going to go ahead and tell you guys. One of you was ahead by 1 vote, then tied it up. They got back ahead by 1 vote, then tied it up. Then the other one got ahead by 1 vote, tied it up. They got ahead again by 2 votes.
Wow.
Tied it back up. And now this one person has managed to get ahead with a vote of 53% to 47%. That's how close this was. It could have gone either way. You're both incredible competitors on this one.
Both British.
And
You're killing me, Bloomer.
I think we can all be very, very proud of how well you've done. Rabbit, who do you think's going home? Which one? Just the name.
It's difficult to say, man.
It is. Just give us a name. 50-50.
I have a feeling it's Slush.
There we go. Slushy. Rabbit said specifically to me, I don't know if you heard it, she said, I hope Slushy goes home. I'm aiming for Slushy. That's what she said.
It's because I'm such a strong competitor with how frequently I've been in the top.
You can quote that one. Chat. At a vote of 53% to 47%. Slushy versus Bald Brit. British people against British people.
Yeah, okay, I'm excited.
The person going home this round, well, technically already home, but not going to be on webcam after this round.
I hope you don't think I'm leaving Discord, bro.
Yeah. The one going home.
Who is it? It's gonna be me, dude. Cheesy, you bitch! You thought it's me. No, it's not. It's me, dude. Cheesy votes for females. Like, if it's that close to you, win. Because of Cheesy.
One going home is Bald Brit TV. Bald Brit,
Cheesy,
you
I'm
are
gonna find where
going
you
home.
live, and I'm gonna
Congratulations, Slushy. You are moving on to the next round. Bald Brit, before you take off, let's go ahead and put on our friend zone music. Perfect. Bald Brit TV, give yourself a shout out. Talk about your birthday stream.
Same girl.
Birthday stream on Monday, and if you don't come by, you're a dick. Cheesy, you're not invited anymore. You can now fuck off. Everyone else, get in here, guys. Get in my birthday stream on Monday. It's going to be pretty much all day. I'm going to be gifting out a random 450 subs. So if you're in the channel, you have a chance of getting it. Also, if you have Twitch Prime, don't sub to Bloomer, sub to me. Love you guys. And I'll see you in chat. Also, I said I got your back, bro.
Oh, there you go. Acid has a vote in chat. Bald Brit, thanks for being here, buddy. And
hey, anytime, guys.
GG's, man. And with that, guys, Brit is officially out. Another heavy hitter in today's competition. Congratulations to those of you still here. Top five. Well done. Well done. And
we made it.
And once again, the rounds get shorter. The rounds get short. We're gonna bring up the wheel of content one more time here. Let's go ahead and spin that wheel right here, right now, in front of chat's very eyes. We're gonna find out what we're talking about. We are talking about social media. Yikers! This is a heavy topic right now.
Wow.
Oh yeah, exactly right. Yeah.
No.
Social media. Oh fuck! I forgot what's going on in social media right now. Fuck. Okay, spin the wheel again. He says no. Let's.
Why is that even on there?
I thought I deleted that one. Social media. Let's start off with let's keep it simple and easy, guys. Slushy on social media in front of our very eyes on her phone there. What social medias are you guys using? What do you like? What don't you like? Obviously Twitch, but what else? Let's talk.
I use a lot of social media. I use Facebook and Instagram, pretty much. That's what I use.
Yeah.
And it's because I don't really have energy to keep up with much more than that.
Ooh, I can feel that. Like Twitter, Twitch, and I do technically have an Instagram that I never use. So yeah, Twitter and Twitch is basically it.
Snapchat and
YouTube,
Reddit.
if you want to count YouTube as social media, which I kind of do because I use it a lot.
Yeah, I mean, there's commenting, so
yeah, there's stuff. Throw up a video and people comment.
Like an
on
Instagram.
It,
so. Whoa, guys, pause chat for a second. We just had an anonymous gifter give 20 gift subs. 20 gift subs to the channel. Welcome. I don't know who that is, but Applause in chat, please and thank you for that kind, amazing
Thank
person.
you.
Thank you. Thank you
I
so
got
much for
one of them.
that.
Thank you.
That means a lot, guys. That means a lot. It really does help out the channel big time. So thank you. And it helps us keep people excited to hopefully be on the show as well. So thank you guys for that. All right.
Welcome.
Here we go.
So-
I'm like an Instagram fiend. Like I have 5 Instagrams.
Yeah.
So because
Oh,
I
what?
have my personal account.
Yeah.
And then I have my Twitch account that I use, but then I
Yeah.
have a second one that I use specifically for my makeup.
Okay.
And then
Well,
I have my
you're curating your content. Like that
yeah,
makes
and then I
sense.
have an account that I post all of my Disney shit on because I'm a Disney fanatic and I go to Disney World a lot. And
Disney
I have a problem.
bound.
And then I have a
Wow.
last one that's my dog's
Welcome
account
to the inner
because
circle.
yes, fuck boys.
Ding.
Nice.
How do you have time
I
for
have
all that?
3.
I don't get it.
So I'm a so it's really funny that you asked that because
Welcome.
basically I'm a medical marijuana patient, and so anytime I have to smoke, I'm doing my social media.
Keeps you
That's what
creative.
I do.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Got it.
That's really fun. I mean, for me, when it comes to social media, I'm like across everything, not just like for streaming purposes and promoting myself, but like it's just also a part of my job. I work in like social media advertising.
Yeah.
I build campaigns across all of these different
Welcome to the
platforms,
inner
so I actually
circle.
need to be super involved in them. But I've had a lot of fun recently on TikTok and had like one really stupid video just hit like 2 million views for no reason at all.
Girl.
Nice.
Big. And now like it's all anyone at work has been able to do. And I was like, I really wish. Yeah, no.
I
but-
tried really hard to TikTok, and I don't think I did bad, but every time I remember, it's like too late. Like I'm like, oh, I should have done a makeup TikTok after I've already like smudged half my makeup off,
It is
and I'm like,
never too late. Use it to your advantage. Just keep posting and like something will stick.
Shit.
And pro tip for anyone using TikTok, I think a large part of the algorithm right now, at least what it's focusing on, seems to be how long people watch your video for. It's not even just about like the likes and engagement, but like if people are actually watching your video through to a certain point, you're
It's
gonna
like
get
in
boosted.
comments and watching through to the end. It's
Yeah.
as how many people like don't swipe off before the end of your TikTok. It's not
Yeah.
like a big amount, but it's like if they finish watching the video, you're more likely to get boosted by the algorithm.
And like you can
Wow.
even get insights on your individual
I have
TikTok
a
stuff,
question.
and it tells you that. Yeah.
well, we have people that know what the fuck a TikTok is. Do the hashtags even matter?
Welcome.
What is
Yes.
yes? Is that a thing? I
Yeah,
don't
there are
I'm in the
There
same
are
boat as you,
trending
Brenda.
Struggling only
hashtags.
hashtagging
Okay.
Instagram even so.
hashtags everywhere.
Yeah,
I
I'm
think,
bad at
except
Insta
Pinterest.
hashtagging.
Pinterest hashtags are kind of meh.
Nothing.
You're better off actually working on your descriptions if you're putting stuff on Pinterest than worrying about hashtags and
Oh, I can
engagement from
put
that
makeup on Pinterest.
Welcome.
100% you should
And
do
cosplay
that.
tutorial stuff that I do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Those actually blow up
I
like
never
crazy.
even thought about that.
Yeah, and like the nice thing about Pinterest too is you'll actually have
Welcome to
like
the inner circle.
suggested curated boards get like popped up for people. So, if you're posting similar content to someone else, even if it's not the same picture, the algorithm is actually able to recognize that you're in like that similar space. So I've actually curated some boards of like stream setups that I'm like really inspired by, and I found like a lot of people engaging with that. So pro tips, AMA now. Like those
There you go.
come at me, guys.
I'll say that I, in my household, I am the only one on social media. My wife doesn't want anything to do with social media, so she's not even on it at all.
Husband, same.
Ding.
And
No
my
worries, same
kids are not. I mean, my oldest daughter has a
My
my but
boyfriend kinda
she's
thinks.
not on any social media at all.
That she's
And-
told you of.
Oh no, I have a monitor program. She is not getting on anything. Only
that shit in you.
reason is because I'm a bus driver full time, so I see
Firsthand.
her age kids on social media, like on the bus, and they're on TikTok and they're on all this stuff that I've never even heard of either. And it's crazy because one day they'll be all like happy and go lucky, and we're making TikTok videos, and it's so great. And then the next day, they are bawling, crying because 200 people told them that they were garbage, and they've slammed them
Yeah.
down. And then I'm consoling these 11-year-olds, going, "Are you okay?" And it's like, "Oh, bye." And they're like all heartbroken. I'm like, social media, all right. It's
Yeah,
like, we're not-
another pressure for the younger generation. Like,
Bring it
hold
on,
on,
like, no.
People
No.
yelling at children. I don't want any of my
Twitch
own, but
kinda
I will yell
simplifies
at a
things
bitch.
because the only way people can give comments is actually by viewing it. But on YouTube and Instagram and all these things, people comment after you post it, and that is kind of a social media publisher's worst nightmare, if I could put it like that, because it's so easy to kind of take those comments, those bad comments, personal, and just let them wind your head up.
Especially for the kids. Like as adults, you know, we can look at these comments and go, "Oh, well, that guy's an idiot," or whatever. He's got his own issues, but these kids have no idea. These kids are like,
they don't have the kind of
are they
like,
are they really?
they're not secure in themselves yet.
Yeah,
they haven't got to
not
that point
take
yet.
it to heart. Like it's sad. It's a sad truth.
Yeah, it's not just kids that think like that. Like honestly, like there's a lot of people on social
there's a
media,
lot of
me
adults
self included, that like really can't deal with it, and it's the main reason that I'm not on a lot of social media. Honestly, like the vast majority of the time I spend on social media is on Reddit, and I don't comment on anything. I don't post anything. I'm literally just there to like view stuff. And I know for a fact that I'm just like the way that my mental health is built. I am not like cool with having people say, like Twitch is a nice safe space where I have my mods to like flush out comments before I see it, and that's what I trust my mods to do. And most social media accounts don't have that kind of barrier, which is why I avoid it, honestly. And I think it is kind of sad that there is so much emphasis put on social media. Like it's a great thing, especially with how quarantine is going with COVID culture and all of that kind of thing, that we were still able to talk to people and connect, which you know, however many years ago before social media was a thing, like you would be completely insular as a result. It's nice that we have this opportunity, but also at the same time, like not everyone is built for people being able to just see everything you post and everything that you say, and being able to have that opportunity to respond to it. Like there's no followers only thing on Instagram, there's no followers only thing on like anything like that, and
that's like and like sometimes you don't necessarily want to go private, but like honestly I feel like a lot of these social media platforms are also trying to now like pull that negativity away. Like look at Instagram not necessarily showing likes in like every country. They did that kind of test because again, like, and this is like a whole other side of it that not a lot of people might necessarily know about, but it's actually really important for them to have users in a positive mindset on their platform, because studies actually show you're more receptive to ads when you're in a more positive mindset. And since that's how all these platforms are making their money, they need people to be in like a happy like state. It's really weird, but like that's like a whole other like motivation for them to do better and to moderate their platforms better, is because they want to actually attract users and have them in like a good mental state at the same time.
Well, I used to work in a therapy center. I mean, just as you know, the front desk person, but I mean, I'm going through these people's files anyway because I got to organize it, and a lot of these depression issues and that kind of stuff come from social media, and they're having to talk to their therapist about what to do about it. And strangely enough, the recommendation was always just get off of it. Just don't even look at it anymore.
That I think that people don't don't take into consideration whenever they like get into things like Twitch. Like people who go into Twitch thinking, I want to get partnered, I want to be big, I want to like make my money doing this, I want to do this. They don't take into consideration that there is going to be that kind of backlash.
I really don't think
when
you
you're
can
in
get off of social media, especially with someone that wants to Twitch stream and things like that. Like I know for a fact that my stream's not growing because I don't do other social media stuff like that. Like you can't like,
it's an unfortunate thing that it's something that you have to take into consideration before you decide to dedicate.
As far as streamers are concerned,
like you shouldn't have to think about like whether or not you're mentally okay with the amount of abuse you're going to receive. Like you shouldn't have to think about that before you go into a potential career field.
It's not just streamers though. It's not just people that want career things. So I have I have a younger sister and stuff, and she's still in school. And if you do not have an Instagram, or if you do not have like some type of like immediate social media thing to see where you're posting your pictures and see what you're up to at the moment, you won't get invited to any social events. You won't get be able to build up like a friend group to hang out with or anything like that. Obviously, like again, it kind of goes for when COVID's not in place, 'cause everything's different at the moment. But
Yeah.
And that's
like,
I guess something
the way that
like
young people
newer.
function now are so revolved around that being able to message instantly on like a big group chat or message instantly on like a comment on a social media post kind of thing. Like you cannot you can't just completely take yourself away from it unless you are of like a mentally strong enough state as it is to be like, I'm going to take myself off of these for a period of time to sort myself out. Unless you are in that position to make that decision for yourself, you cannot take yourself out of social media because other people will
which is I mean in the situation of like being in therapy and stuff, that's the whole reason you're in therapy, is so that you can get to a point that you're strong enough to do the things that will help you mentally.
Absolutely.
And
Speaking of
go ahead.
Speaking of depression, did you hear about this secret network that exists on Instagram, where people all over the world gather and they share pictures of self-harm and suicide attempts?
Holy shit.
That's been going on it sounds really bad. That's been going on for a very long time. Before Instagram, it was a Tumblr thing for absolutely ages.
They put a lot of focus on it in like December or January here in Norway, because then they discovered this secret network, and apparently there's like 19 people in the world that actually has committed suicide through this network. A couple of them was Norwegian.
Wow, that's really sad.
Yeah, let me go ahead and comment and just say that's fucked. And on that note, I'm actually going to interrupt you guys because chat has voted. Chat has already voted. You guys, the round it ended a while ago. I just let you guys keep talking. And
you didn't tell us.
I didn't even tell you. The chat and I have been talking. I'm just
I'm glad I didn't say what I was going to say yet.
Oh, Cricky, go ahead. Go ahead. Say it.
Well, it won't affect the vote, so now I will.
Well,
I was
maybe it
thinking
will.
whenever Jazzberry was saying the thing about like when you're in a better like mental state, you respond better to ads. And in my head, I was like, that's for fucking sure. I tell you what, you see an ad where they're like $10 for panties, and you're like, I'm in a bad mood.
Fuck
You're in a great mood, and you're like $10 panties. Like different.
I like that. That's what you get ads for. Perfect. Cricky.
Yeah, I get ads for panties and lingerie a lot.
Don't you, Bloomer?
Well, sometimes, but I don't usually shout about it on Twitch. That's usually just for my own personal collection.
You should shout it to the rooftops. Yeah. Maybe you'll get like a promo deal going. Pyre has sponsorship from Adam and Eve.
While the counted, can I go pee? Please?
Tell you what.
No,
tell you what. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead, Slushy. You're fine. There she goes. All right, guys, we are going to begin this. The vote is officially over. The vote is over. Your votes no longer matter. We've got a winner. We've got a bottom three. This is, I believe, according to my math is pretty good. 5 minus 1. Okay. Yeah, this is the last round where the winner will be saving somebody. So it's the last opportunity for that. So we're going to, well, I mean, in theory, you never know. Sometimes I make up rules as I go. You know how
you do.
Chat.
Why not?
Listen,
one thing makes it more interesting.
If there's one thing I've learned about Twitch chat, they do everything in their power. Yeah, I'm looking at you, Twitch chat, to say this. They do everything in their power to make the vote as even as possible to see, like, what's Bloomer gonna do next? Like, let's figure this one out.
Oh my gosh!
Like, it's a standard thing.
Just try to make it hard.
Which is why I have to now, like, I call it 3, 2, 1, like, done. The vote no longer matters. Like, you're done. You're done. You're done. Because then at least I can make it real. That being said. Suspenseful music. Do you mind entering the chat room, please? Thank you. Excellent. Great job, suspenseful music. Let's begin our bottom three. Let's go ahead. Let's start with, oh gosh, who are we going to start with this time? Let's start with Cricky. Bam. Cricky.
He gave me one round off being first.
I know. It's your top left here. Hold on, Cricky. Wait, 1 second. 1 second. Let's start with Jazzberry Jam. See? You're welcome, Cricky. You're welcome.
Sorry, I'm so sorry, John.
You use your
I will take one for the team and go first.
Isn't it? I never understood this. Don't people want to go first? You're going to know where you stand. Where chat
I don't want to be first. Because if you're in the bottom three, you have to wait even longer knowing you're in the bottom three.
That's true. That's true. Jazzberry Jam, after Cricky so politely reminded us that the more I delay this, the more difficult it is for our bottom three.
No.
I'm sorry to inform you that you are not safe. You are in our bottom three.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry.
Cricky, Cricky.
I'm sorry.
We saved you from being first. I think that's really kind and generous of myself and chat. But now it is your opportunity to find out now. Second, you're welcome. Second, did you make it to the next round? Were you in our top 2 or were you in the bottom 3? The truth is, there's a 2 in 5 chance that you're not in the bottom 3. And that 2 in 5 chance did not work out for you today. You are in our bottom 3. You are in our bottom 3.
Hey, girl.
Hold my hand.
Are we okay? What's been happening?
Like, I'll hold hands.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead.
Yeah?
Let's
Long distance support.
Let's bring up Rabbit.
I know,
Rabbit
I'm supporting you. Love you.
still has the fan ready to go. Rabbit, you've been strong. You've been a real competitor so far today on Content Roulette. And it turns out your only fan is not in your hand. Rabbit, congratulations. You are safe and you actually won this round. Congratulations. One more time. One more time. Meaning, Slushhead, Acid Train, one of you is safe. One of you in our bottom 3. And I'll go ahead and let you guys know it is very close once again. I believe 2 votes separating the 2 of you right now. Yes, just 2 votes separating you. One of you being, again, saved for another day, another round anyways. One of you being ready to be dejected, brought into that bottom 3, begging for your life from Rabbit, who has proven herself to be a sometimes very merciful, sometimes cruel, and leaving you in the bottom 2. Acid Train.
Yes.
Slushhead.
Mm-hmm.
What's up, dog?
I'm very happy to give the news to Acid Train. Acid Train, you are safe. Slushy, I hate to say it, but it does mean that you are in our bottom 3. I'm so sorry to say it. Acid,
We love you, Slushy.
Congratulations. And let's think. So that's Cricky, Slushy, and Jazzberry. There they are, our bottom 3. And Rabbit, like, I feel at this point, you're just the heavy favorite to win this one. We've already had this conversation so many times. You're going to get here from all of the bottom 3 one more time. The last time that they're going to be appealing to you, trying so hard to get you to save them. You're going to get the option. Let's go ahead. Slushhead, go ahead first. Slushy.
All right. I am the underdog. I've been in the bottom pretty much every time. And that's fine. I don't care. It's fine. It's whatever. Social media and people hating me. Standard classic thing that goes on in my life, you know? No, I don't know. Both the other people that are in the bottom are also absolutely lovely, and I love listening to them. But I don't know, man. I'm British. I have a cool accent. I'm the last British one left. That's my defense.
I'll take it. I'll take it, Slushy. Awesome. Well, we know Cricky doesn't like going early, so let's go to Jazzberry. Jazzberry, go ahead. Give us the reason. Why should Rabbit save you? Here you are.
Well, I'm gonna kick it back to my time with Bloomer and really just put my feelings into song, into Nickelback song. So, and they say that a hero can save me. I'm not gonna stand here and wait. I'll hold on to the words of Rabbit and hope that she'll take me and save me. And that is, that's my play.
Well done.
Thank
well
you.
done, Jazzberry. Listen, putting yourself out there, I appreciate that. Not even that many drinks in yet. And then let's give it to the final in our bottom 3. Cricky, remember, you are fighting for the $30 grand prize here. This is your opportunity to convince Rabbit. Go ahead.
Yeah, so it looks like me and Jazz had similar ideas in our head. We both just had songs come to our brains. We're just like, oh. And for me, I'm just sitting here. I'm like, Slush and Jazz are both really awesome, and I'm here. I'm having a really great time. So I don't know how you're gonna choose. So all I'm gonna say is, listen to your heart.
Aw, very sweet.
There
Very
you go.
sweet.
And it's
So cute.
calling to you.
All right. Hold
Oh
on.
well.
Rabbit, before you say anything, let's you and I talk
Yeah.
one more time. The suspenseful music
Okay.
is going on in chat, so you know that this is a
'Kay.
dramatic moment for you and I. This is a dramatic
Seriously.
moment. What I want to discuss with you. Are we still at a point where you're feeling like emotionally charged when you're just making these decisions, or is it strategy at this point? Are you thinking more strategic?
I'm trying to think strategic, but
Okay.
I'm terrible at it because my memory kind of is like.
Fair.
The goldfish.
So
life.
I try to decide by what they say before I make my decision.
Mhm.
This time the decision was easy.
Oh wow. Okay. Okay. Let's hear it.
Because who can resist that lovely, lovely voice, Cricky?
Cricky, congratulations.
beautiful.
Cricky,
Really?
you have
Yes.
been saved by Rabbit.
Thanks, Rabbit.
Yikes, Jazzberry, I'm so sorry that she did that to you.
all good.
Yikers. All right, Cricky, congratulations, which means that it's going to be
And-
a bottom two between Slushy and Jazzberry. Do either of you have anything you want to say to chat before they begin their vote?
Just a side note, I'm also Swedish, so Roxette hits home.
Nice, nice.
Cute, cute. No, I was just say, if I do end up going, thank you for having me. But should hope that it's not the end, and it is what it is.
There we go. Slushy, any last thoughts?
Any last words? I mean, if it's last words, then I have been waiting to go have a cigarette for the last hour. But
Let's see.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's
perfect.
been fun. Yeah.
There's the
And
vote,
the
guys. There's the
Who doesn't
vote.
wanna do it?
Remember, chat, you are voting for who to keep, not who to get rid of, who to save, who to push through to the next round, to our top four. One of you two lovely, incredible ladies is going to be sadly eliminated at the end of this round. Both of you, phenomenal competitors. Both of you full of content. I once again wish I could save both of you, but that would really, don't you guys hate that if you're watching reality TV and they're going to eliminate someone and they're like, this episode, we're not eliminating anyone. And you're like, we just spent an hour of our lives watching you do nothing.
I don't mind
Like-
if it's people that I really like and want someone else that's not
No,
on the
me
bottom
neither.
thing
Oh,
to be
that's-
left. I'm just putting it out there, Bloomer. It's an option.
Like
Oh.
every time it happened in
Wait.
RuPaul, I'm like,
So I'm curious to
Aw.
hear this then. Slushy, I'm gonna give each of you an opportunity here to say. Maybe this will influence chat. If you could,
Sing.
if no, that would be great too. That's an
Say.
idea actually.
No.
No. If you could replace yourself in the bottom two right now with any of the three that are up there, Acid Train, Rabbit, or Cricky, any one of them, no explanation needed. Which name would you swap places with? I'm gonna ask both of you. Give you both 5 seconds to think it over. You're just going to give me a name, no reason, no anything. I'm going to put the
Bloomer?
pressure on, and it can't be Bloomer. We've already discussed this. Jazzberry, go first. Jazzberry, go first. Who would you eliminate? Or who would you put in your spot?
Rabbit, because she's clearly a fan fave, so there's no
Easy.
way to win against.
No more excuses. Slushy, go ahead. Who would you put down?
Yeah,
there?
Rabbit.
Rabbit. There you go. It's true. Rabbit, fan favorite. No
Wow.
questions asked. Let's go ahead. Let's take a look. Guys.
The
It is.
kitties.
It's
So
the
Wow.
kitty. It is the kitty.
You had a cat laying on either
Wow.
side of you earlier, and I was like dead. It was so cute.
Guys,
My cats are
it
outside.
is so close again. This is unbelievable. This is unreal how close these votes are. Chat, get your votes in. Get your votes in right this second. Again, it might get to the point where it just has to be next vote wins. We may get into that with how close this has been. You guys are, let's talk it through. You guys have been at 50% consistently. You have consistently been at 50%. It is so GD close. It's ridiculous right now. That being said, I'm calling it in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Your votes no longer matter. We have a winner. Oh my God, look at that. After I said, this is why I had to say it, guys. This is why. One of you was one vote ahead of the other. One of you had one vote, and it's already back to 50-50. But
Wow.
it doesn't matter. The vote was called when I called it. The
Wow.
vote was called when I called it. It doesn't matter that the votes are going in any direction at this point. It doesn't matter. The vote was called. Chat is trying. Chat is trying to screw with the results at this point, but we're not going to let them.
Fuck.
He's like, fuck you, chat.
Rabbit. Rabbit.
Yeah.
They both said they want you out. Which one do you think is gone? One of them's gone, for real. One's out.
Trying to listen to my gut here. I actually have a feeling it's Jasper ATM, but it might just be the opposite.
It's, well, you know, it's so close.
I don't hold that against you.
Like, that's you
At all.
even.
It's so close. It's actually ridiculous again. I feel so guilty. I don't even think I can really delay this too long, guys. This is a big one. Slushy, Jazzberry, at a vote of 51 to 49%. That's how close this was. I want you to understand that chat loves the two of you. They want both of you to stick around, but secretly half of them want one of you more than the other, and the other half the other way. Welcome to Content Roulette, guys.
Classic
Welcome
chat.
to Content Roulette. As I said, I cannot make this too long because you two are too amazing. I can't hold you guys in suspense for any longer than to first by saying next week on Content Roulette, these are going to be the 9 new competitors coming in. You guys can see them on the in front of the content wheel right now. Incredible people. Some really fun excitement going to be happening next week, next Saturday, 1 p.m. Eastern on next week's Content Roulette. Make sure if you're involved or wanting to get involved in the show, guys, join the Discord and you can get yourself at least an audition to get onto the show. And we'd love to. We're booking for the 27th at the moment. We are booking.
It's a grueling audition process.
It
Oh
can
yeah, what an audition process.
Man,
You
it was.
might
It
get
was
2 weeks notice.
You
You might not.
No one else that I
You
want
free on
this
the
show.
27th, guys.
You might
Give
raid
it up.
him and just be like,
The
hey,
one.
the 27th you're here.
The one making it through to next round is Slushy. Congratulations, Slushy. You are making it through to the next round. Jazzberry, I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news.
Aw.
You have officially been friend-zoned by chat. And you can tell because the music just started playing. Friend-zone music. Guys,
Wah, wah, wah.
give it up for Jazzberry. Jazzberry, give yourself a shout-out, please, and thank you right now. Promo anything and everything you want.
Thank you so much for having me on today. This was a blast. I hadn't been able to stream lately because I've had a poor work from home setup, so I've been kind of carpal tunnel-y, but as soon as I'm back in it, I can't wait to see some new faces in chat. You guys can follow me across any social channel. I'm Jazzberry Jam everywhere. You can add me on PSN, Jazzberry Jam as well, and we can maybe play some Overwatch or other games together. Love to get to know you guys more, so thanks so much for having me.
Amazing. Amazing. Jazzberry,
We meet you.
Thank you so much for being on, and thank you for gracing us with that incredible song at the end there as well.
Thank you.
And with
Thank
that,
you.
she's gone. Chat. Wow. Top four. Unreal. Unbelievable. Some of the
How
finest
the
people.
fuck? How the
Slushy.
fuck? I've
Slushy.
been involved like
heart rate
since
is
the
up.
very beginning of this goddamn show. What the?
It's been tight, Jazzberry,
You're
Jazzberry,
likable.
Slushy. But Slushy, you have to remember something. There's a bottom 3. And when there's only 5 people, I mean that means that only 2 people are not in that bottom 3, right? So I mean, you may have only
I
been
disagree
one
with the
vote
notion
off.
that I'm likable. I'm afraid. So
Well, you know
The
what?
Okay.
chat have proven you wrong.
You've so far you've beaten out
Get wrecked.
five really likable people. So well, 4 likable people and that one that everyone hates. Won't say their name.
Empire.
Well, now you said it. No. I'm kidding.
Just kidding. I love
Empire's
Empire so much.
amazing. I love that guy. Don't even. Don't
Wait,
even.
replay.
that's yikes for me,
Empire.
dog.
But we're gonna clip out the part where we say we love him and just send him that part, right?
Oh, yeah, obviously. This is Twitch, of course. If we're not clipping things out of context, what's the point, right? Let's put the new timer on once again. I hate how this timer works, guys. I got to get a better timer program, but that's okay. Guys, this is a shorter round. It's actually only,
good.
let's see exactly how long. It's less than 8 minutes long, this one. So let's
In the wheel of
Have to
mayhem.
figure
let's
out
go
soon then,
ahead.
yeah?
Let's go ahead. Let's spin the wheel. Let's find out what we're going to be talking about next with our final 4. and it looks like today streaming, guys. So some of you, lots of experience streaming. Some of you, some past experiences. Let's go ahead. We actually touch base on streaming earlier. We were talking more about it with a gender heavy focus, but let's go ahead and let's take a look at what we've got here in the old streaming bucket here. All right. You know what? Let's go ahead and let's bring this up. Streaming. Large streamer versus small streamer. What do you guys think the differences are? And do you think it's more difficult to grow an audience or more difficult to retain an audience? Go ahead.
Okay.
Wow.
I have some opinions.
I want to hear Slushy.
Yeah.
Go for it, Slushy.
Okay.
So, I think it is more difficult to grow an audience as a small streamer than it is to retain an audience as a large streamer, and that's coming from someone who is modded for larger channels as well as modded for small channels, and obviously tried to grow my own. The thing is with particularly like the really large streamers and stuff, it almost becomes, especially if you focus on a particular game, it might be different for variety streamers and stuff, but if you focus on a particular game and you're one of the larger ones within that group, anyone that plays said game that is also on Twitch has the there is this culture of kind of like, oh, you play this game and you watch Twitch, so therefore you have to watch this large streamer because he plays this game or because she plays this game. And that's kind of like a weird mentality of like, you're not truly like, you have to being part of a community for a game oftentimes lumps in being part of the community with the larger streamers of that said game. It might be different, like I said, for like variety streamers. If there's like obviously there are a lot of large streamers that are variety streamers, but in particular, if you're trying to maintain an audience and you focus particularly on a game that you play consistently, then you are almost guaranteed to stay at kind of like a really decent viewership for it. Whereas with smaller streamers, it's much harder to grow, find people that within your community, and it almost goes the same again. Like if it's variety, it's much more difficult to grow an audience than it is if you stay with a consistent game. So I think staying consistent with games is probably your best bet for both sides of the equation. And that's
I think the problem with streaming the same game over and over and over and over again is and you finally get to that place where you're partnered and you're streaming to thousands of people, and then all of a sudden you go, God, this game sucks. I got to keep playing this thing to make money now, and now it's no longer fun, and now it's a job. And and some people want to do that, which is great. Props to them. But like for me personally, that's not where I see my content going. I see it more of meet as many people as possible, throw money at me or not, doesn't matter. That's totally up to you. But as far as what I stream, I'm gonna stream what I enjoy. I want to stream, whether I'm out on my treadmill or out in the street, or if I'm playing Hearthstone or World of Warcraft or whatever it is that I'm playing.
Yeah.
I want viewers from all different places of Twitch to come in and hang out and have fun.
I think I'm the smallest streamer here, maybe the newest. I have no idea. I think I'm the smallest as well, because you guys have been doing this for quite some time, from what I understand. But anyway, I feel like the viewers that I have managed to get is because people come in and they enjoy my streams for my personality, not the content in itself. And I think that's an important combination, not only just having the content that people are interested in, but you also need to have the right kind of personality so people come in and they enjoy their time in your channel.
And I think with like it's like that's like its own subdivision in a way, right? So it's like if you're looking at keeping viewers versus gaining viewers whenever you are a dedicated one game streamer, absolutely keeping viewers once you have them is way easier than gaining viewers, because you're looking for people to be interested in specifically that content, and once you have them, you have them. As a variety streamer, you're looking for people who are more interested in you as a person. And so whenever you do grow, you can keep people with you because they love you as a person. But in the case that you have a life event occur where you drop off for a couple weeks and you come back, you will have lost everything you built. even though they were there for you as a person, because they weren't there for a specific content that you were providing. Weeks go by, they find something new.
Yep.
Yeah.
They can
I
find
agree.
something to replace that kind of relationship.
Yeah,
I can see that,
because
yeah.
I got really like I was applying for partner. I was there. I had 80 average viewers or more for 3.5 weeks, and then I fell very sick, and I had to stop streaming, and I ended up back at the very bottom of everything when I came back. So
I think the thing is with the whole, like, they come from my personality and stuff, which is like absolutely true. Like at the end of the day, there's so many streamers. If you're sticking to one game, there are so many streamers playing the same games and stuff like that. Your viewers and your community are there for you, and it's really important to appreciate that and think about that. But it also kind of only gets to goes up for a certain point. Like as a kind of Kickstarter jumps point up to, let's say, like 5k followers or something like that. Like, yeah, it's probably all just personality. Doesn't matter what you play, they are just there for you. But growing after you've hit partner, after you're pushing for a larger viewpoint, and then this isn't something I've experienced. Like, I'm not that big of a streamer, but it's what I've noticed from moderating for much bigger streamers than me. After you hit a certain point, there is not that many people on Twitch that really care about just making friends. There is a lot, and I would say the vast majority of Twitch viewers are there to have something on their second stream while they're doing something, to learn more about the game they're playing. It's not everyone is here to build that personal, interpersonal connection about, I want to spend time with this particular person. The majority of the viewers are there to have a side thing, and it's important to remember that if you want to become a really big streamer, like a big name, you've really not got to expect that kind of friendship with all of your viewers. It's really sad to think of it like that. Yeah, I think it's a bit sad, really, because you can't, I started streaming to make more friends and stuff, like a lot of people do who are into video games and all that kind of thing, because it's quite an insular hobby, right? But it's just not feasible if you're looking to become a big streamer, and that's the divide, I think, between people that are doing it for fun, for a hobby, versus people that want to do it for a job. Because people that want to do it for a job, like full-time streamer, are the ones that are going to stick to one game, even if that's not particularly their favorite thing to do in the whole wide world. They'll stick to that thing because that keeps their income in.
It's interesting that you say that, Slushy, because I'll just say from my own personal experience, everyone who knows me, that has known me for a long time, I've been streaming for 4.5 years now. In my first year was my definite, my largest time as a streamer. It was a lot less saturated. So sorry, even though my content might not be as good as someone else's, they just didn't exist at the time. So you were forced to watch me on Twitch. So gotcha, chat. But from there, it's true that because I talked to every single person, every single message in chat I responded to. People would literally, I'd miss one of their 12 messages and be like, what did I do, Bloomer? I'd be like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Take 5 minutes to talk to them and, apologize. As I grew, because I got to the point where my average was about 67, 68 concurrent viewers. I wasn't quite at partner level, but it was during the creative bang. So it was kind of close. I was almost there. And again, some people from old school Twitch remember those days. And so I was really close. But then what happened is, as I started to take off in popularity, a lot of people started to comment, wow, this doesn't feel the same anymore. Bloomer, I don't think you're putting as much attention on me specifically as before. And they drifted off to other smaller streams. So it's very much a catch-22 on where you want to go with this and what you're trying to do with your stream. So it's an interesting.
Yeah, definitely. That's one thing that I worry about, as a growing streamer, because I feel like right now I have no trouble focusing on the viewers that comes in and chats and talks to me through stream. But I do kind of notice that if I visit a big streamer and I watch his or her stream for a bit, I feel a little bit forgotten, because the chat moves so fast and there's so many talking that your messages just disappear before they manage to read them. So I can definitely see.
Even viewers are looking for different things. Some viewers are specifically looking for those relationships, and if a streamer that they get too big, they will stop watching them and find someone else because they're looking for that relationship. So it's there's all kinds of different people looking for different things. So there's opportunities all over the place. You just have to find the right one.
Oh, for sure. Absolutely. Yeah. And I think that's the thing that I was trying to get at with like, if you want to do it as like a hobby and build those personal relationships, you almost have to stay as a small streamer, because the moment you hit like almost that level of having enough subs to maintain like a stable income and have Twitch as your job, the people that want to build those like those relationships and friendships with you will think that your chat is so flooded that it's intimidating to join, or you just have too many viewers at the time that, or what's the point in saying hi in chat, because everyone else
Although, to
here
be
is just
fair,
here for the background content.
On that same note, like I have a really very generous, very sweet community that has really been there for me a lot. And like, I mean, I know for a fact, based off of friendships that I have with a lot of partnered streamers, that many of them I make more than they do.
Yeah.
Right.
And that has to do with a community that I built versus the community they built. And like, so it's important to also like keep in mind that like numbers don't actually matter.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You can make more than
totally
the
agree
top
with
streamer and have half of their viewership. Numbers are just numbers.
Absolutely.
It's so true. It's so true. I know so many partnered streamers that are really excited that every 3 months they get a payout or something like that. And like, I mean, I definitely, not to like, toot my own horn here, but like ever since affiliate came out, I've gotten a payout every month. It's it's just simply what it is, because it's
like, I don't think viewership means anything. Like if we got like, I've always like Blue said, like not to toot my own horn or anything like that, right? So my peak viewership point that I had was when I was doing Twitch things like pretty much every day. I'm sure Bloomer remembers it, but I do think that I was one of the bigger Twitch things content creators for a period of time when I was doing it so consistently. And that is the most viewers and the most like growth I've had in terms of followers in such a long time. And I was making a fraction of the money that I was making before when I was doing cosplay and CSGO and League of Legends content, and I had like a significantly like lower amount of viewership, but it was because it was different people there for different types of content and different things they're willing to put out. Like I had with Twitch Sings in particular, it's a really weird one where almost everyone active in the Twitch Sings community are there for the whole friendship hangout, like similar interests and similar tastes in music and things like that, right? Sure. Whereas someone that's coming to like a cosplay stream like I was doing or anything like that, they're there for, content to pay for, like realistically speaking, that kind of thing. And it's really interesting that like you can cater so much of what you want out of Twitch to what you stream. But it's also something that I think a lot of people that do stream on Twitch don't understand, that there is like a big difference in like types of communities, things that they're there for, and the type of feedback you will get as a result of what you stream.
Yeah, absolutely.
100%. On that incredible note, I want to
go
ahead.
Can I run to the restroom?
Run! Yeah, go ahead. That's fine.
Run to the restroom.
Once Cricky comes back, we'll reveal the results of the poll. Guys, I hate to tell you this, but once again, chat has already gone ahead and voted for who to keep, who to say goodbye to.
I'm gonna take this opportunity to say something that I wanted to add to this.
Absolutely. Go ahead.
Because I've had Twitch friends, streamers, that they have been so obsessed of reaching affiliate because they think that everything will be better when they reach affiliate, and they get so obsessed of the viewer count, the average viewer count. And I just try to tell them, like when they're feeling down, that the visible viewer count doesn't count. The viewer count shouldn't be that big of a deal, because you're basically doing something. You're playing a game where you're doing something that you actually enjoy doing. And you would have done that regardless if there are people watching you do it, or if there's no people watching you do it. So you should.
I just turn mine off. I don't even want to look at it.
That's the number one suggestion I give to every single new streamer. When people have asked me, because I've had a lot of people, again, in 4.5 years,
don't even have it on.
More than enough people ask me, Bloomer, like, what's the secret? Wow, you can have 11 viewers. What is your secret to have such great success here on Twitch? And I'm like, well, thank you for that. It's turn off your viewer count.
Yep.
Yeah.
Turn off I would also hide your follower count, because if someone unfollows you during a stream, you don't need to see that. It doesn't matter. Like, honestly, if someone unfollows you, screw them. They sucked anyways, so who cares? Don't look at it. Do not look at it. It doesn't matter. What matters is the people that are there hanging out with you, and those are the only people you talk to. I know my chat right now has gone. I had a few people were commenting on how I'm ignoring the chat today, but I apologize, guys. Content Roulette. I hang out with these people instead.
Gosh, Bloomer, ignoring your chat like that.
Yeah,
I'm with you, Chad, even though I can't see you.
Yeah, even though
I
I
just
can't.
explained that to my chat when I started
I
doing
come into
D&D
Bloomer's-
stuff. I was like, we're not going to talk to you. It's D&D.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
Do D&D
Sasha.
stream.
I don't even have the
I
stream up.
don't stream
so-
my D&D, my dude. I just sit in my room and like cry over my characters, like rolling death savings. Again, because why would you play a warlock ever? They are so freaking squishy. I'm sorry. I'm gonna go back to playing a fighter again next game. That I play.
That is fair. All right, with that, guys,
Lovely
let's go
night.
ahead. Let's reveal the way this particular vote went. We do have the way we're going to do this one, just so you guys know, we have a top 2 and a bottom 2. The top 2 are safe. The bottom 2 are not. That's how easy and how simple it is. The bottom 2 chat is going to vote once again for who to save, who not to save. And with that, the suspenseful music kicks in. Perfect. Excellent. Wow. It's almost like
Do you hear it, guys? There it is.
You know what I need is one of those like
Silence.
stream decks, that's eventually, because then I can just press the buttons. It would be so much. Anyways,
El
whatever.
Gate.
I thought you had one.
No, I'm still waiting for somebody in chat to donate one to me. Zooms in camera. Hey.
No, Amazon wishlist in your description, Bloomer. I'm just saying, Amazon wishlist in your description. Let's go.
I have it. It's below the. It's in the panels.
If you
below.
want to support your favorite streamer, Bloomer for the win, you can look down into his description to see not only where you can subscribe to him, but also where you can donate to him, and also his Amazon wishlist, where you can buy a lovely thing. This is why I'm not allowed on people's channels anymore. I just like promote people for them.
Come in and support
Welcome
us,
to
Gingerhead
Twitch.tv
Content
Content Roulette, everyone.
I'm gonna eat a
All
dual
right.
stream with me,
All right.
Slushy.
All right,
Honestly,
guys.
I will plug the shit
let's
out
bring
of you.
up-
Just like hit me up.
Here we go. Let's go ahead. Cricky. Bam. Cricky. It's been a while since we used you as the first person, so I thought let's choose you.
Ever? We've done this?
Cricky. The
I'm
chat
having
has
déjà vu.
voted, and they have said that as incredible as you are not safe. You are in the bottom 2 this round. You are in the bottom 2.
Not surprised.
Acid Train. I want you to just really hold your head in your hands for a while here. I want you to think this through.
will. I will.
Acid Train, last week,
Yep.
your goal was to make it to the top 3.
It was my goal. Yeah.
Then your goal became to win it all. You did neither of those because you came in second. Well, I guess that is still top 3, but
It is
you
top
didn't
3.
come third, and that's the important thing. Acid Train, the chat has voted. You have made the top 3. Congratulations. You are safe. You are safe. Well done. Well done. Which leaves
Thank you,
us
chat. I love you, chat.
with 2 incredible streamers. Slushhead,
Walk on.
Rabbit.
Okay.
One of you safe for another round. One of you going to be joining Cricky in the bottom 2.
Oh, I wonder who it could be.
And the one in the bottom 2 is not Rabbit. Congratulations, Rabbit. You are making it through to the next round. Congratulations, Slushy. Sadly, of course, that does mean that you are in our bottom 2. So, Slushy, Cricky,
Who's surprised?
you've both been solid competitors. Again, Slushy, just like one vote, basically, screwing you over here. I hate to tell you that. Go ahead, give your pitch, because chat is going to vote once again to say who they want to keep, who they want to bring to the top 3. It's that easy. It's that simple. Let's start this one with Slushy. Slushy, why should they save you?
Why should I? Underdog story? I mean, for the overall, if someone's watching it back, they can be like, "Oh wow, I never thought Slush would get that far because she was in the bottom right from the beginning." But honestly, like, I've had a good time. I'm ready to go get some nicotine in my body. So, up to yous.
There we go. That's Slushy. Cricky, what's your appeal to chat? Go ahead.
If I make top 2, I'll bring my wolf hybrid in. That's my game.
Wow, that's smart.
Honestly,
okay,
like
let's see.
after this, I'm immediately going to follow Cricky because her content sounds amazing.
Because wolf hybrid.
I'll throw it
like,
out there.
Not even just wolf hybrid, just general content. Like, you're really cute. I really like you.
I like
both
you
of you.
too.
Both of you. Incredible content.
I like
There's-
everyone here.
There's a
They're all so
reason why you
nice.
guys are on this stream. If I didn't like you, I wouldn't have you on here. Trust
No.
me. That's just how it is. That's
I'm
why.
on.
It's like
Bloomer
ugly
hates me.
cry now,
It's why I
bye.
keep trying to get acid
I
voted out.
refuse to ugly
Guys,
cry
stop
on
voting for
camera.
him.
Let me just
Yeah.
like turn off my camera.
Okay,
I'm gonna ugly
I
cry.
can cry a lot on camera.
I do not want a clip of me crying, honestly. So I have avoided it for this many years. Let's go.
There you go. There you go. Chat, I'm gonna give you guys not very long. Not very long. We're gonna give you let's say about 20 seconds. 20 seconds. While we do that, let me go ahead and let's put these two back in an awkward position. Acid and Rabbit.
I can make you some countdowns. Just get with me later.
We'll talk about it.
Awkward position, huh?
I
Acid,
have
let's
some
start with
D&D
you.
rolling.
Let's start with
Yes.
you, Acid.
I'm not
Nice
that
to meet you.
flexible, dude.
Technically the winner of last round for the record as well, Acid, so congratulations.
Oh, really?
But sadly you don't get any power with that. You get no power whatsoever.
That's okay.
All the power went to Rabbit throughout this whole
People
thing.
like me.
Who do you think's going
Who?
home? And Acid Train, more specifically, who do you want to go home? Who would you like to get rid of?
I don't want anyone to go home.
Oh,
You're terrible.
Douchebag, man.
What
Look,
a
it's
cop
just-
out of an answer. I don't want anyone to go home. I like everyone.
Listen. No, I think we should just all three of us right here just stream for the next 24 hours. Let's do it.
Sorry, the three of us? Who's the
Oh, sorry. I've got
coming out?
myself here. All the four of us. Sorry.
So I'm just leaving.
My camera down here.
I'll just leave and let you guys stream on my channel. Cool.
See you, Bloom.
Cool.
Yeah.
Don't forget to plug Amazon Prime for me, okay? Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
If you
I
have
got you,
Amazon
bro.
Prime, don't forget
Rabbit.
you can sub to your favorite streamer, twitch.tv/Bloomin for the win, for absolutely no extra cost.
All
I
right,
spent
Rabbit.
too much time marketing out the stream.
Yeah.
It's killed me.
Rabbit, same question. Who do you think chat's gonna send home, and who do you want to see go home? Which one?
now she gets her serious face on.
Serious face has been locked in. Everyone, here we go.
I seriously have no idea. I'm
Good
just
answer.
looking at them and like,
Good answer.
Yeah, nobody
What
wants
is-
to be
what's the-
mean at
what's
this
the
point of the
feeling? What's
show.
the
Like nobody. And I can't.
but if I have to choose, I'm going with my gut again. It kind of feels like Cricky,
Okay.
but
Okay.
my gut has been wrong
No,
before.
that's
so
all right,
I'm
that's
not,
all
I'm not
right.
gonna.
Chat the
Count
vote.
up for anything.
5, 4, 3, 2. It's done. It is officially locked in. One of you going home. One of you making
I
it
think-
into the top 3.
I think chat wants to
have
see
my
Slushy get her
cigarette,
cigarette.
Let me have my cigarette.
I think chat wants you to have your cigarette. There you go.
Here we go. Let's wait and see as the dramatic music has once again entered into the chat room. You always know something ominous is going to happen, like somebody being sent home from Content Roulette when the suspenseful music has entered, as it did just a few moments ago. Slushy,
Hi.
looking for cigarettes. Cricky,
I am.
looking for her dog. One of the two of you, is going to have to leave and go, well, again, either pick up a 100-pound dog or some cigarettes. Both of you, again, incredible competitors. So happy to have had both of you on the show. I cannot possibly give you guys any longer than this to say that the person going home next week will be one of those 9 competitors that are coming up on next week's show. I believe June the 20th, Saturday at 1 p.m. Eastern. You can see our 9 new competitors going to be joining in next week, guys. Make sure you're here to support each and every one of them. Some of them in the chat room right now. Very exciting. Can't wait to have them make their way in, guys. And today, back to the show right now. This is the one that matters. The person that is going on into our top 3 is... This is such a bad moment in the suspenseful music, so let's just end it, Ed. Cricky, congratulations. Congratulations, Cricky. You are going to our top 3. Slushy, I'm sorry to say it. That does mean...
I get to have my nicotine. Woo!
You get to go have some nicotine.
I am
Slushy,
waiting.
doing something that I would never do. Chat has decided to friend zone you. So let's go ahead, Slushy. Before
No, they
you...
haven't. They've decided to friends who benefits me. Thank you very much.
Nice.
They're all going to be following me.
Go ahead, give yourself a
No,
proper shout out here, Slushy.
So you can find me at twitch.tv/slush_head/head, where I will be back to streaming hopefully very, very soon. In the meantime, you can follow me. I have 2 different Instagrams. I have 02slushhead, no underscore there, for my everyday makeup, cute, whatever things. And if you actually want to give me money, I have an art Instagram where, because I'm an artist and I create a lot of D&D portraits, character design, concept art, all that kind of thing. And that's at 01slushhead. If you want to shout me out, my Twitch also has links to all my other social medias, and you can come hang out. I'm cool sometimes. Apparently not today, but sometimes.
Slushy, you are very cool. Let's never even downplay that at all. Slushy, thank you so much for being on here. One of our absolute favorites to have on the show.
Thanks, babe.
And with
Nice
that,
to meet you.
And with that,
I will see you later.
She
See
is
ya.
officially out, guys. Slushhead, make sure you're dropping her follows. Remember, chat follows are free, and she's an absolute delight. I really, really like Slushy. Guys, congratulations. You're in our top 3.
Wow.
Holy cow.
The dream
There we
has
go.
happened.
There we go. Rabbit's clapping. There, I'm not just all by myself.
Oh, sorry.
now.
If you wanted us to clap.
There we go. There we go.
You have to
Not
put
some
her
clapping.
down.
No,
Guys.
I just see Bloomer's finger pointing at me in his backdrop from the art from behind. No, not your camera.
Oh, that one.
Your art, yeah.
Yeah,
Your
it's
little
right
clip
there.
right there.
Yeah,
No, you
that
can't
one.
even see it properly, but
I've got it like on my screen, like your finger's like.
ah, nice.
Hey.
It's like I'm like Acid. This is your chance. Here we go. All right, chat. With that, we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna start the. This is I call it the wild card round. It is only 5 minutes long. So as soon as I say go, it's 5 minutes long.
Okay.
What this is, there is no wheel of content. What this is you guys talking about anything or everything that you want to say. Remember, there's only 5 minutes. So make sure if you have something you want to talk about, if there's something that needs to be addressed that you haven't had the opportunity to, or maybe you just want to say, hey, check out how cool my hair looks today. Whoosh. Whatever it is, go ahead as I begin to get that timer on. Go ahead.
My hair looks amazing, guys.
almost my
yeah,
birthday.
it does.
That's
I
exciting.
do want to address something that I've observed since I started streaming, especially in Twitch things. I think it's pretty common all around Twitch, and it is the how common it is for streamers or viewers. There is a lot of people here that have either some kind of mental issues or physical issues like illnesses or depression, anxiety, stuff like that. I think that this is a really good platform for those people to kind of get together, especially now when we are in quarantine in isolation, which I think has caused everybody to come together and kind of connect in a way that we wouldn't do otherwise. But I have an eye opener about how common it is for people to have some kind of condition, either if it's psychological or physical.
Awesome.
Yeah, I agree. Even sometimes when even sometimes when I'm just kind of feeling, like, oh my gosh, like just nothing. I don't want anything to go on. I will sit here, literally play a game, and then have a streamer up on my second screen over here, and just listen and just take me away to whatever they're doing, and just it's very calming and very enjoyable. Depending on who you're watching, though, you watch somebody like, I don't know, Tim or I'm talking big streamer now, like even Asmongold and those big streamers. I mean, some of those guys are really intense.
Yeah.
But piggybacking off of our last topic, which was streaming, actually, hosting. How important do you find hosting or rating or whatever, whether it's you rating or hosting someone, or you getting rated or hosted? Like, where does that stand? Say you get rated by somebody who throws you like 300 people or something. Like, what do you do to try to retain those people, and like what kind of goes through your head when stuff like that happens?
I
When
think
it comes,
can really go either way.
yeah, when it comes to rating, well, my impression is that most people are going to leave anyway because they've watched the streamer that they came to see, and therefore they are done for the day, or they will move on to some other content that interests them. So,
Gotcha.
I mean, I've just gotten
Yes.
used to that. Most of the raiders, they are pretty much gone within the first 2 minutes.
Yeah, I feel like in general, raids, if you're not raiding someone who maybe has something like specific to your channel that your viewers may really enjoy seeing and may potentially like hook them onto that, for the most part, it's like a nicety and that's about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
From my experience with it, because like I've been rated by like other big like makeup artists and stuff when I've done makeup streams, and like they're even like in that case specifically, like they're there for makeup streams, but they have that streamer with that style that they already like.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And so like a couple of them, like maybe a couple, maybe like, oh, you know, another person doing something similar, maybe I'll check them out later, but like for the most part, I feel like you have better opportunities and growth from like spending time with other communities as opposed to just raids.
So like if you're part of that raid, so say you're watching, you know, Bloomer for the win, you know, and Bloomer's like, hey, I'm gonna go raid, you know, Ballbrit or whoever it is.
Unlikely.
Like,
oh yeah, go ahead.
Are you a viewer that, you know, stays in the chat for 5 or 10 minutes or longer to, you know, get to know what they're doing, or are you immediately like, oh, Bloomer's raiding somebody, leave and then go do your own thing? Like,
I'm one of those people that I feel really guilty if I don't participate in a raid. So I'll participate in it, say hi for like 5 minutes, but then I'll just leave a lurk up.
Okay.
So that they're still receiving like the love, but like I don't have the necessarily like the time to like sit there.
When I raid some, usually if I'm raiding or if I'm in a raid, I usually stick around and I watch let the stream like go either in the background or I'm watching actively depending on how it catches my interest. But I do think it's really important to both with hosting and raiding, you know, to show your support to someone you want to show support to. Like either if it's a small streamer that needs to grow bigger or that wants to go bigger, or if it's a bigger streamer that you know makes good content and that is a good person.
I just don't really want to quickly. Sorry, go ahead, Cricky. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, like, and like on that, like lurks are a big thing that people like. Oftentimes they feel bad because they can't stick around, but like your lurking in there is just as good as if you were participating, chatting, and
awesome. Acid, just because you were posing the questions, Acid, I just want to hear your response really quickly before we.
I was gonna say
the chat.
I'm actually going to use you as an example, Bloomer. So I found Bloomer by accident just because, you know, I'm a big Wow Hobbs fan. So I was watching Wow Hobbs and I'd been watching Wow Hobbs for a long time. And then one day he was like, oh, I'm going to host my buddy Bloomer. And I was like, oh, okay, let's go in and because I was kind of like one of those people who's like, okay, well, I don't know what's going on, but let's go check this guy out. And Blue, I think you were playing Rocksmith, and I had never seen that before. And I was like, "Oh, that's a real guitar. Oh, what are you doing?" And I think I remember asking you like a ton of questions about Rocksmith, and you were very attentive and talked to me and talked to everybody else in chat. And here we are today doing Content Roulette.
Well, and that's
like 4 years later,
you guys interacted with each other. Because like I always like, because we've all had that day where we have to like host and dash because like dinner's ready or we have to go do work or like whatever.
Absolutely.
It's always like in that scenario, it's like great because you were able to both like interact with each other and like get your communities to kind of be like, oh, they're like tight, like you know, I feel like that also makes sense.
Do you try to keep your raids and stuff within your communities? Like I know you have other streamer friends or whatever. Do you try to keep your raid within that circle?
No, I do sometimes. Like because like I'm a part of a
they can't hear me
body
right now.
Team, and
they
so occasionally if I'm like doing a body paint and I see one of them doing a body paint, like I will rate them.
There is no second vote.
Typically, I just rate people that I think
whoever
are
is in third is the one
love.
being eliminated.
Like whether I've known that streamer for a long time or I saw them one time, I'm just like, this person, like they're putting out good content, they're positive, they're kind, like they deserve the love. And that's kind of what I always look for.
Absolutely. I usually try to raid someone that has been doing something in the kind of the same category that I have. My community isn't that big yet. Most of the people that I'm following are doing either Twitch things or other computer games or games. So I try to find people within the category, new people to raid, to show support, just because I want to kind of try to keep it in the same category.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And Sings is a really great one. Like you can always find someone who's just
Yeah.
I think I streamed that maybe 4 times, and I haven't I haven't done it since. It was so bad. I was so bad.
But that's part of what's
But
good
it's all about
it,
having
right?
fun.
Karaoke.
Oh, it was fun. Let me don't get me wrong, but man, I went back and watched what I was like. Man, I'm terrible.
See,
Like, so bad.
that's your first mistake, Acid. As a Twitch Sings veteran, let me tell you, never
You
rewatch
watch
your
yourself
stream.
sing and Twitch things all the
Never.
time.
No, God. Oh my God. I watch after I've already published it and it's too late. Like this person's already saying back with me, okay, let's watch what they did. But I'll skip my parts and I'm just like, man, no wonder why I have no viewers. Like,
Every
this
day is no
awful.
shame Saturday. Almost.
Exactly. Exactly. Chat, get your votes in right here, right now. You've got about 10 more seconds to do it, and then it is done. It is over. So get your vote in right here, right now. That's right. We are going to be getting a top 2. We're going to be having a top 2, and sadly, that means one of you going to be eliminated. One of you just going to make the top 3.
Good game, guys.
One of you
Good
just
game.
going to make the top 3, and then we'll be sadly forced to depart with one of you. So we'll have to wait and see, Cricky. I don't know. You don't think they're going to split the vote, maybe? Maybe you come out first place?
Have you met Rabbit?
Apparently,
Hi,
yeah.
have you met Rabbit?
Come on.
Hi, have you met the first place Rabbit?
Have you met Cricky?
It's
He has a Village Your
no,
Friends
but I met this
t-shirt.
crazy lady named Crikey once.
Oh.
Yeah, you don't want to call her Cricky. Oh fuck, wait, it is Cricky. Shit. Do you know, for the record, real talk for Cricky, guys. That's for the longest time I was like, oh, Crikey, what a fun name. And I went with that and it was great and everything was good. And then I asked you, I think I actually DM'd you and I was like, is it Cricky? Is it Crikey? And you told me like, no, it's like Cricket. And then ever since then, I've always been like, go to your default and when you're saying it's the wrong one and then say the proper name. Like, you know, when you're messing up on someone's name. But then the problem is it got to the point that Cricky became that was the right one. I was, like Cricky makes sense.
And then you're like, no, it's Crikey.
And then, well, that's it. And then I'm like, so like the intro for today, for example, where I'm like, Cricky is what idiots would call her. It's, damn it, it's Cricky, isn't it? Fuck. Well, welcome to my stream, everyone. All right, guys, I'm calling the vote in exactly 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The vote is in. It's done. No questions asked. Doesn't matter if you vote at this point, guys. The vote is complete. It's set in stone. We have a top 2 and we have a 3rd place streamer. I was gonna
Which
say
means
loser.
I'll see you guys later.
I was gonna say loser.
I made it,
like,
guys.
No. Guys, the
We made it,
suspenseful
chat.
wheel, the suspenseful music, that's what I'm trying to say, is in the chat room right here, right now. Let's go ahead. Let's start this one with, oh gosh, I'm choosing. Let's choose Rabbit.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
How you feel you've done today?
I feel I've done much better than I expected to.
Awesome. That's always a good feeling, I imagine.
It is. I mean, when I watched the VOD from last week and I heard all the shade they were throwing at each other, I was like, no, I can't do that. Yeah, I saw your fan, by the way.
Just in case, to like block yourself from any shade, right? Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah, so I was a little bit worried, to say the least, but it has been a lot of fun. I have enjoyed myself.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. I know chat is glad to hear that. A matter of fact, they're so glad to hear it, Rabbit. I gotta go ahead and say, congratulations. You have made it to the top 2. You are safe. Absolutely. Well done. Well done.
Hey, Acid, did you feel shocked by his choice to reveal Rabbit first?
No, I'm. If I had to guess, Rabbit. Wait for suspenseful music. Wait, is the winner of this round.
What? The shock will kill me.
You know, guys, I can only make things so suspenseful. I need you guys to at least play it up for me. Rabbit, in our final 2, looking to get that $30 grand prize today. Sponsored by King Bradley. One of you, Acid Train, Cricky, one of you is going to be competing against Rabbit for that, again, that insanely huge, massive retirement money grand prize. That's right.
Yeah.
Again,
You
you
can-
look at Survivor,
home a millionaire
$1
after
million.
today.
Big Brother, $500,000. Bloomer for the wins. Content Roulette, $30. $30. All of them equally exciting.
You start small, Bloomer.
That's the plan, right? Start small and one day be mediocrely.
One day
almost
retire
medium.
to Boca.
We
It'll be
started
great.
from
There
the
we go.
bottom, now we're here.
There you go. There you go. Acid Train,
Yeah, buddy.
Cricky, the person moving on to the top two to fight it out for today's grand prize. Again, $30 American, is the one. It's the only.
And he's gonna switch.
Cricky. Congratulations, Cricky. You have made it on to the final two. Acid Train by one vote. By one vote. You were taken out. You were taken out and a friend zoned by chat.
Third place.
Third favorite streamer, everyone.
I'm
Third
the favorite. I told you. It never fails.
Acid Train, thank you so much. Give yourself a shout out here on the channel.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, chat. It was love meeting you, Rabbit. Love meeting you, Cricky, and everybody else that was on the show today, guys. Y'all are awesome. Y'all are so awesome. You can find me over at, acid_train. We're on Twitch, so I'll leave that part out. I stream a variety of things, but if you want to come hang out, have some fun, come on over. Love to have you.
Absolutely.
Thanks, Bloomer, again for having me on the show,
Acid,
guys.
thank you so much for being here, guys. Acid_train. He is an absolute stellar guy, stellar streamer, and just an overall amazing person. That being said, GTFO, bam, gone. He's out.
GTFO.
And we are left with a top two. The Rabbits, Burrow. Is that how I say that properly? Burrow? Yeah, I never know.
Yes.
And thank you, because there's a whole FBI thing. Anyway, it's a long story. And
Okay.
and then that sounded weird, but like they have the
I don't
Burrow
know,
versus the
Cricky.
Bureau. I don't know. Anyways,
I'm
the words are hard.
confused as
Words are hard. And then the incredible Cricky, also known as Crikey, but better known as Cricky. This is a good round, guys. This is where people get mean. I'm gonna warn you right now. You two are both exceptionally sweet ladies, both incredible people. But this is where you get mean. There is no timer. There is no timer. Each of you are gonna have 30 seconds right now. Start thinking about what you're gonna say. I'm asking the same question I ask every single time for our final two. What I need, I'm gonna give each of you an opportunity. One of you will flip a pick, and Rabbit will decide who's going first and who's second based on the coin flip or the pick flip. You're going to tell me and tell chat why you deserve to win. And more importantly, why does your opponent deserve to lose? Rabbit, I'm going to flick this pick up in the air. I don't know if you can see. That's tails. That's heads, okay? You're going to call it in the air, all right? You ready? Okay, call it.
Tails.
And it is, if it doesn't stick, it is tails. Tails. Rabbit, would you like to go first or second?
I don't know. I don't like shade. I don't like boasting, but okay, I might as well just go first.
All right, Rabbit is gonna go
really
first.
quick before we have
Oh,
to throw the shade, whenever you were like, oh, now you have to be mean to each other. In my brain, I was like, but Rabbit looks so cute. Her outfit's so cute. How do I be mean? Rabbit's super cute. She's
Listen,
like, okay.
listen to this already.
Super
The compliments. Rabbit, don't let her get to you. She's gonna rip into you on this. I guarantee you. Rabbit, why do you
trying
deserve
to
to
turn
win?
us
Why
against
does
one
Cricky
another.
deserve to lose? Go for it. Go for it. Give us your answers.
You need to pick me because I am the rabbit. My totem is a rabbit. Anyone who has been in touch with a rabbit knows how a rabbit is. I am a little bit too skittish sometimes, but I am extremely cuddly and extremely cute, and I'm extremely loyal. And you will always find love and positivity in my channel. So I tried my best to make everybody feel at home and feel welcomed in my channel. If there are negativity, we will deal with it together, and we will not let trolls beat our spirits.
Nice. And now, more importantly, why should Cricky lose?
Wait, give me a sec. Give me a sec. I'm gonna dig deep. Because Cricky is too nice, and she can't speak. She casts shade on anybody.
Wow. There we go. Before we go any further, we just got a $20 donation asking, can you put this to the grand prize? Bringing today's grand prize up to $50. $50.
So
Chat.
nice.
Chat. That's unbelievable. That's unreal. Sant, we can definitely do that for you. Normally I would say no, but today, because you did it so nicely, I'm gonna say yes. Go ahead. So we're up to $50. I believe in either one of you. Cricky, this is your, I mean, I'm not saying you promised a dog, but I am saying it's your opportunity to say why you deserve to win, and more importantly, why Rabbit should lose. Go ahead. You're on you've got the stage.
You can see my other trunk on the bed now.
I guess the winning side, the reason I should win is because basically the same stuff. We just have a really happy, positive stream, and I keep my promises.
Wow.
Oh,
look at the cheese, eh? Wow, smart.
Oh, good boy. Num num num. And the reason that the reason I should win is also because I'm a cricket, so I'm lucky. It's just the way life works.
I have rabbit's foot. It's also lucky.
Ooh,
Crickets are also lucky.
Forth.
So and I guess the reason that the rabbit should lose is because her two kitties take less money to feed than this giant wolf.
All right. Fair approach. Chat, you've heard from both of them. They have been incredible competitors the whole way through. From the beginning of the show to the end, these are two of the favorites, I would say, all the way through. It has been questionable the whole way who is going to be the winner. We're going to go ahead. I'm giving it to you, chat. It is your opportunity. Remember, you are voting for who you want to win. Who you want to win the whole thing. And again, a $50 grand prize, 50 American dollars. I could retire off that because I'm Canadian. That's the conversion rate.
Yeah.
Guys, here we go. The vote is coming into chat right here, right now. Get your votes in now. We don't have very long until we officially announce the winner. So get your votes in right now. It has been very close. Congratulations to both of you. Seriously, I really
that was so fun. Thanks for having us.
I want to say right now that both of you should be very proud of the fact that you made it to the top two. Again, it is not an easy thing to do. I know you're putting yourselves out there, and it can be stressful, and especially in a group setting. So I really appreciate it, and I want both of you to feel really proud of the accomplishment that you've both done. And again, you've beat 7 other really, really good streamers. So that's amazing. I'm going to take this opportunity as well to promo one last time, guys. Next week on Content Roulette, Saturday, the 20th, I believe, June the 20th, we're going to be seeing 9 new competitors enter into the ring, enter into the Content Roulette circle, and we're going to see who comes out first. Only you can decide, chat. Remember, it is your votes that matter. Your votes that do absolutely everything. And with that, I'm going to give you guys 10 more seconds. 10 more seconds. We're counting it down. Actually, you know what? Better yet, I'm so excited. I'm going to run to the bathroom first. Once I sit back down, as soon as I sit, my butt touches the chair. That is when we're calling it. You guys feel free to talk to chat. See if you can sway a few more votes your way. Go ahead.
Hey, chat.
Hey, chat. She's busy with her dog, so I'm gonna grab the honk the mic. Oh, I hope you choose me, cause I love all of you. Either if you're new or old to my channel, it doesn't matter. You are more than welcome to come into my channel and just feel like you're home.
I'm not gonna lie. I really want to win because I told Empire I was gonna kick his ass, and he got voted out first. And so if I win on top of it, he's gonna hate me forever, and I'm going to rag forever. He'll be so mad.
Well, if I win that
And also
money
follow
will-
Rabbit.
well, follow Cricket too. Well, that if I win, the money will go straight to paying off my debts because I've had a lot of technical difficulties the last couple of months. So I have a little bit of debt to pay off. And I also need to find a way to soundproof this place because I can't do Twitch things right now because my landlords have kind of put a stop to that right now. Which is really sad because I love singing. It's such a big part of me. And
My
I love
neighbors
that
can hear
dog.
me.
The vote has been called. The vote is called
snap.
right here, right now. We have a winner. Wow. What a show. What a show. Guys, if you haven't voted already, too late. It's done. Your vote doesn't matter at this point. Let's go ahead. Let's let one more time the final competitor join, and that's Suspenseful Music. Suspenseful Music, come on in here. Thank you so much. Now that the chat has voted, I'm gonna go ahead and ask each of you individually, how'd you do? First off, Rabbit, did you have fun today? You had a good time?
I had a really good time, Bluebird.
Amazing. Do you think you won? Do you think Cricky's gonna be the winner today?
It's difficult to tell with the progress that we've had. I want to say me, but I'm not taking anything for granted because that's how you get disappointed.
Absolutely. That is very fair. Very fair. Cricky, let's go to you. Same questions. Did you have fun today? Did you enjoy being on the show? Yeah.
Yeah.
And how do you think you did? Do you think you're going to pull off the win, or do you think that it's going to Rabbit?
Yeah. Rabbit.
Yeah. All right. Chat.
Aw.
Chat. You have voted. You have voted. And with a vote of 59% to 41%, we have a winner.
Oh, wow. That was closer than I thought it would be.
It was very close. It was very close. And who knows? A different audience, a different day. You never know what could have happened. You never know what could have happened. Chat. We're doing a recheck. We're making sure all the votes were cast correctly. Every single one a legitimate, valid vote. IP addresses being checked as we speak. We want to make sure there is no doubt that the winner of Content Roulette is truly the winner of Content Roulette. And it looks like with that, yes, I'm getting word from the back. Yes, it is correct. With a win of 59 to 41%, the winner of Content Roulette today, June 13th, had to think about that date for a moment, June 13th edition, is the one, the only, Cricky. Cricky, congratulations! You are the winner of today's Content Roulette.
What? No.
And the winner music is going.
Well, it's because of your dog. I don't have a dog.
Yeah, it's the dog.
Congratulations, Cricky.
I used the dog versus cat scenario. Sorry, hun.
It was clever. Dog audience. Cricky,
Dog audiences.
don't go anywhere,
You're better
Cricky.
at throwing shade than me.
Cricky, bask in your glory of winning for the moment. Let's talk with Rabbit. Rabbit, you did so well today. That being said, chat did decide to friend zone you in the last minute. You hate to see it. Rabbit, you did so well. You did so well. Let's give a shout out for you, please, and thank you.
Thank you. Well, as you may know, I'm Rabbit. This is my burrow. You live in a basement, so what would be more fitting? I am a variety streamer. You've heard it. I do Twitch things, Just Dance, makeup, just chatting, and some small games. And as I already have told you, you are always welcome in my burrow. We try to make this a loving and a safe place for everybody.
Amazing.
And even though I have experienced quite a lot of trolling, one troll worse than the last one, we keep this a loving and safe place, and we won't let it break us. So if you want to join in and have some fun, I'd love to see you.
That's incredible. Guys, remember, follows are free. _rabbits_burrow. And yeah, again, follows are free. Make sure you're dropping those follows right here, right now, chat. Rabbit, thank you again so much for being on. You were incredible. We love having you, and hopefully we'll have you again in the future. And with
Oh,
that,
look at that. Next 2 weeks we'll be in hospital though, so
that's okay. The next 2 weeks are already booked, but we'll get you in hopefully in the future. Hopefully in the future. We'd love to have you back.
thank you.
And with that, Cricky, wow, here we are, you and I, just two people, just hanging out, and just basking in the glory that is being in the winner's circle of Content Roulette. How good does this feel right now?
I feel 1000% shocked, to be completely honest.
Yeah.
Did not expect to make it like halfway through, let alone to the end.
Well, I gotta tell you, it was looking like Rabbit was gonna pull away with it. It really did. She was a strong competitor the whole way through, and but no, in the final vote, the one that matters the most, you did manage to pull a big win. So congratulations on that. Any final thoughts? Any last things you'd like to say to the chat room before you or before we wrap up here today?
Well, now that I can see chat, yeah, no dissing the dog. Listen, we talked in chat about using your assets to your best ability. He is my asset. Yep. You're just a sore wimp, okay? No, I'm just kidding. You guys are all wonderful. I had such a good time being on here, and it was really, really fun, and I'm really, like, glad everyone was on here that was, because everyone was so nice, and like I feel like I got to meet a bunch of really awesome people that I'll get to spend more time with in the future. So that's awesome.
That's absolutely amazing. And with that, Cricky, one, I'm going to tell you don't leave yet. Two, I'm going to give you, I always give the winner the choice of who they think we should host, but I give you guys a specific choice. If you were going to go live, of course you could have the host as well.
I am not.
Okay, in that case, you get a choice between two really awesome people today. The first person, he was on the show earlier, and that's Bald Brit TV. The second person, you know him, you love him, and that's Tiger.
Oh shit!
I know, it's a tough one.
Why you gotta?
It's a tough one.
Man! Yeah.
Do you go new or do you go with your friend? That's your choice.
Heck, Quebec. Okay, only because Tiger recently has just come back to streaming from having had a detached retina and having to have surgery on his eye. Yeah. He is just now back streaming, and he's super excited and super happy to be back. And so I think it'd be great if we could just show him some love and support now that he's back.
I'm absolutely 1000% okay with that. So that's where we'll head over, guys. Do me a favor, if you're in chat, let's go say hello to him. Again, Cricky, hang out with us. Don't leave yet, because we're gonna sort out your grand prize again. $50. $50.
Thank you so much.
Who thought? What a great thing. You signed up just for fun, and instead you're getting paid to do it. Can you believe it? Chat,
I signed up for free.
Exactly. Chat, if you have not hit the follow button yet, make sure you do, as well as follow Cricky and everyone else that was on the show today. We really appreciate it. Exclamation mark socials in the chat if you want to become involved, aka with the Discord, where you can definitely join in the Discord, get yourself on the show. You can also follow on Instagram, Twitter, and of course here on Twitch. Thank you for those of you that are hitting that follow button right now. Chat, be good to yourself, be good to each other, keep your stick on the ice. And before we leave to go say hi to Tiger, I gotta leave you not with a boring end screen. No. Truly a terrible end screen. Let's do today on the way out, let's do a little Bloom Cena. I will see you guys hopefully Monday, definitely Tuesday, and we'll definitely be back next Saturday once again with Content Roulette. Thank you guys for being here. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next week. Till then, bye-bye.